And
I'm ready to
we're
Yeah.
rolling. All right.
Awesome.
All right, let's
Alright.
chapter 14 of the World Tree. Let's get a recap of chapter 13. Not much really happened compared to our very out of timeline chapter. Anyway, so with not much really to do around Ravendal, and figured out you guys need a bit of coin and want to help out the local community, you guys decide to help with the quest to look for stolen supplies. You reunite with an old friend, very you could say coincidentally, and as you guys were looking for the stolen supplies, you were ambushed, which begs the question: that was really set up. So how could they possibly know, and why did they do it? The party decides to do the quest, go to the embassy. On their way, you find that Adrian. You follow him, and Adrian actually doesn't recognize you immediately, but you grab him and have some just have a quick conversation. And then at the end of that, Adrian decides to stay with you, and you continue on your quest. You go on the Penarken Road and find Sir Harrick and his team. After talking for a bit, looking at the tracks, you guys venture into the woods following those tracks, and eventually you found an orc guard, and Adrian and Oren were like, "Yeah, we can set an ambush." Things like that. You guys, two of you walk forward to talk to the orc guard, and while everyone was setting up for the ambush, Valda was attacked by the side, and the ambush begun. So the people setting up the ambush got ambushed, and then the fight began very drastically and very bad on your side, as Sir Harrick was almost taken down immediately with crits and a fireball, and the two other men were also damaged by his side, but you guys were able to defeat most of the orcs before it got even worse, and you even made the leader surrender before they were able to run away. On your way back home, or back to Ravendal, Sir Harrick expresses suspicions about the entire situation, and when you make it back to the gates of Ravendal, you hear some commotion, and it seems to be a riot.
Yep. That sounds about right.
And before we continue on with that, we're supposed to continue on our conversation with Adrian. So back in time, back in the market.
Back in the market.
So let's say it begins with, you guys grabbing onto Adrian, and then, you gotta explain yourself. Like, I think that's where we... Yeah.
We're expecting
So Adrian,
him to talk.
yeah, take it away.
No words! No words!
Adrian?
Yes. Sorry, just reading something.
It's alright.
Sorry, I've been a little scatterbrained lately. Yes.
Yes, what? We were
I mean,
expecting an explanation. Better be a damn
Yes.
good one.
We
You'll
were
get your
behind
ass
the
kicked.
boss.
So
like, explanation for why you left, like,
Mhm.
and then you ended up here.
Well, I left because I needed to do something which I hoped I could do fast. Which sadly doesn't seem to be the case.
That still hasn't explained why you left without a word. Like,
Okay, so you saw me use something while we were fighting last time, yeah?
not too sure what it is, but what it was, but yes, we did see something.
Yeah. So it's a price I have to pay for using that. I have to go and find someone and do something for them. I'm not sure what yet, nor sure who yet.
So let me get this straight. once you use the power, you are in someone's debt, which the someone you not only don't know, and you're not sure what you are going to do for them to repay this debt. Am I getting this right?
Yes.
That sounds just like a total bullshit to me, but continue. I'm gonna roll for an insight check to see if this tells the truth.
Okay, I'll do a secret either deception or persuasion check.
It's persuasion because you're not really lying. God damn it.
I'm gonna use my luck to re-roll. 8.
Yeah, okay.
You. As far as you can tell, you don't see really any obvious signs of him lying.
Yeah. All right.
You know what? We can do this way easier. I can just cast detect thoughts and see if he's lying.
Aha! That is also true.
So you cast detect thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay, so surface thoughts, or do you pry into my deepest, darkest secrets?
Give me the deeper thoughts. She'll try.
Okay.
I mean, wait. Let's give Valdo first your surface thoughts, and then we'll probe into it.
Okay. Well, the surface thoughts would be, okay, this is really annoying. Where the fuck are they? And then basically just general uncomfortableness with how heavy his clothing has become. And like how heavy everything is.
Yeah.
All right.
And he like finds a slightly discontent with what's around him, or what's not around him.
Ah, I see. So you're gonna probe into that?
Do you want to probe further?
Yeah. She's kind of fed up with Adrian's shit,
Yep.
so she'd like to know what's going on.
Okay, so wisdom save.
Intelligence.
Intelligence?
Oh, wait, is it that? Wait, is it intelligence?
Let's see.
You can also
It's wisdom. What's the part I'm reading with intelligence? Hold on.
Yeah.
creature that's intelligence 3 or higher.
Wisdom
All right,
save.
yeah. Wisdom save, yeah.
Wisdom. It's a 10.
That's not enough.
That's not enough.
So Adrian, I'll give them the probe. Give them what you know.
Okay, so
What is he really thinking?
Yes.
I'm just reading the spell just to see what exactly it is. It does say.
Okay. Take your time.
So, is there anything specifically you want to find out?
Especially what the fuck he's hiding.
Yep.
Like he.
Okay, so. Okay, is it okay I take artistic liberty with this?
Yeah, go ahead. It's your character. It's your thoughts, man. I can't specifically say what you know, so I'll let you take the floor on this one.
Okay, so I kind of imagine like when you probe deeper, you kind of like enter some part of Adrian's mind, and you can see a lot of things in here. You see like chains, just like restricting everything, like pressing down and like making it smaller and smaller. And the on the hand on the chains, where they all combine into a single, is a lady. Black hair, her body split in half, where one side is fully living, and the other side is skeleton.
Ooh.
In a long flowing black dress, cold air emanating around her. And she keeps on saying, find. As she basically uses her powers to like forcefully like pulls on the chains, which then makes Adrian shudder a little bit.
What the fuck? Wow, when you probe deeper and you're even more confused than before. Vala puts back. She.
I think you could make a pretty easy religion check to figure out who that is.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, make a religion. Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Absolutely no idea who the fuck this is.
Nice.
She looks utterly, completely confused and frustrated and angry.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I actually assumed you were gonna get that one.
Valda?
Adrian,
Yeah.
who is that woman in your mind?
Can you not go in there?
I could, if you would just tell us what's going on. Since you're not, I am kind of forced to.
Well, he's in a Odinske.
What?
Gesundheit.
Okay, you guys don't speak Pig Latin, fair enough. Can we like not talk about this in the middle of the street?
If you're willing to
there's
talk
also-
about it at all.
Well, isn't there a riot going on in front of us?
No.
right now?
That
No,
we
no,
went
no.
back in time when
Okay.
we were forcing Adrian to talk about why he
Yeah.
left. Yeah.
Yeah, but my connection was so shit I couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look to them and ask and say, can you guys get us somewhere private?
Sure.
Of course.
I guess we will head back to the inn first. You know.
Yeah. He keeps walking with like the blind stick, just like.
Yeah. Huh. So, Valda, you saw something. What was it?
A chained up woman who was kind of cut in half. I have no idea who this is.
Like she wasn't cut in half. She
Like no, I know. Like she was partly
Yes.
very beautiful. I know who it is, but Valda doesn't.
Yeah. Can I make a religions check to see if I know?
Like she describes the lady.
Yeah. I'm asking the DM if it's possible.
Possible to what? Sorry.
To just see if I know who that might be.
Ooh. Yeah, sure. Roll religion, but should
Disadvantage
it?
or
Yeah, disadvantage because you didn't see it for yourself.
okay. 13? Probably not.
I would say
Dennis,
I would
probably.
say- yeah, most likely.
Okay. So
Alright,
I have no clue.
I'll let.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So, hold on, my dog's inside.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Doku. Alright. Well, no clue, so I guess we just keeps on walking, keep on walking to the hotel. Sorry, to the inn and try to figure it out.
All right. Okay, so
Wait.
sorry.
I know. Okay,
I
interesting.
would say definitely. I think it would be a 10 or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So cool. Then my facial expression turned deeply disturbed. It was like,
So yeah, Dennis, I'll let you say it because I'm pretty sure you know more than I do.
oh, he
I'll
sent
let
me the
you.
message. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. I look at the others. I look at him. I was like, yeah, probably not a very good. I think I have a grasp of who she might be, but Well, probably not. We shouldn't discuss this on the street. Yeah, he's right. I can't believe I agree with Adrian, but he's right.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how hard for me.
Must have gotten smarter since I left.
Yeah, I look at him and I was like, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So we return to the Valkyrie's wing, I guess. Back to the room.
Would you just look at about like, let's just say for, I guess, timeline sakes, because you guys are on like a timeline to do the quest, like,
Yeah.
and like, let's say you're somewhat in a hurry to do it.
Yeah.
I'd say you hold off this conversation until you come back to the city.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably
Alright.
right. All right. Then I'll
Yeah,
say.
'cause-
If that's the idea, then I'll be like, so on second thought, we are currently in a hurry, as the contract we just took requires further attention. So how about we talk about this when we get back to the city, after we finish all this?
He shrugs and says, "Sure."
Yeah. Plus, it's
Fine with
it's not
me.
like he's gonna get away, this time. With all our eyes on him.
Don't be too sure.
Yeah.
all right. So fast forward.
That was
We're gonna-
stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't
we
good.
are at the gate.
No.
Okay, just a reminder, you have this orc in tow. You have this, yeah. How many men do you have? Oh yeah, you have. Wait, let me recall.
I don't
I'm
think we
pretty
lost
sure-
any one of them, but the total will be 5. Not including
Ah,
us.
okay,
Yeah, not including our group.
You have the orc leader, and then you have 3 of his men, while the rest left. Like
Yeah.
they ran away.
Oh,
Yeah,
so 4. Okay. 4.
Yeah, so you have 4 prisoners right now,
Okay.
and
we have Herrick and his men, so 5 of them.
yeah,
And
yeah.
us.
So that's like you're above a dozen at this point. So
Yeah.
anyway, you basically let me describe the scene here where Ravengal has this so there's 2 separate gates. As it's a valley, so there's a gate into the mountain, and then the walls outside, like wooden walls. Then there's another gate. So there's 2 gates
Okay.
where you have, if you want to enter the proper to Ravendal within the mountains, you have to pass through another gate, and then to get into like the side parts, the farms, and the more outskirts of the like the center, which is outside, that you enter through to that gate, the wooden fence gate. And where the riot is happening now, or where the people are just like going and stacking themselves at the gate, is that wooden fence gate, where they're not even let into the outskirts of the town. And so you see, basically the guards, they don't have their weapons out. They just have their shields, trying to make sure like no one's gonna like rush the gate or anything. Like they're in this like half circle formation. And like you see one of the other guards like standing on top of the wall, trying to tell them to calm down, like saying things like, "Please calm down. We'll settle this. We'll settle this soon. Just if you were to wait patiently." And then one person, like, you see, like, throws a tomato at him, like, and says, "We've been waiting here for a week." And then everyone else like, "Yeah." Then you see that they're just even pushing even harder to the half circle formation. You see, although the guards are really trained in this, it won't take a lot to get through. They stand firm, and Sir Harrick like sees this and is like, and looks at his man and is like, "All right, men, we have to get to duty." And then he looks towards you guys and says, we'll handle this. Just he points towards like one of the sides of the walls, saying like, "You don't need to go through here. There's another way there. Just tell the guards that Sir Harrick sent you."
All right.
Let's hope that works.
Yeah, let's hope it works. We need to go, around the mob so that they won't
Yeah.
rush that entrance. So yeah.
I mean, you have a bunch of prisoners in tow, so they'll let you in.
All right.
All right, man. Let's move out. And then you see that Sir Harik and the rest of his men, even though they're somewhat wounded, they try to calm the situation down. More like Sir Harik says, like hear him shout, "If this continues on, the people that will if this continues on, you'll be arrested. So calm down." And you see the rest of his men like follow suit. They have their they don't have their weapons out, but they're ready to grab it. It's like, and if you continue to resist, we'll have to use force. And then you see that some of them get dissuaded and like go away to the side, but some are the more stubborn ones are still fighting. And you guys like move on to the side.
All right.
And you see one person standing there, like you see like this very this firm dwarf on top of the wall. Like you walked for like at least 2 to 3 minutes off to the side of the wall, and the guard like looks at you, he's like, "Where are you going?"
Well,
Sir Harik sent us. We have prisoners.
Go ahead.
And I will push the orc leader in front.
All right. And then you see the dwarf just goes down, and you see the part of the wall like shifts to the side, like it's a secret like entrance. It shifts to the side. It's like, all right, get in.
all right. We
Alright.
push forward.
You go through, and you're now like at the south side of the outskirts, where you're like in a very, you would say, like there's no roads here. Obviously, it's just a part of like a backyard of a house.
Ah.
You know, that's what I was thinking too. But like,
Yeah.
I was like, we'll see what happens. We'll be in prison inside the city. Yeah, let's do it.
Not if I would have done that, but okay. So we're just walking through someone's cabbage patch right about now, I assume.
Probably.
Not really. It's more of like you see that cabbage patch, and then you're outside of that.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can go off to the side. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, you're not anywhere like near roads or something. You're gonna have to just walk back to the main road. Not really main road, but like just the road. Then you guys can get in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So. We just move on forward, I guess. Find a place
Yeah.
to, put the orcs in first.
Yeah.
And
So you guys, yeah.
sorry, I was thinking since we were gonna question the orcs along with Sir Harik, and he's not here yet, so probably, we left him in the cell first, and then
Yeah. Okay.
Wait until they
Yeah,
come
definitely.
back.
So you go. Yeah, you go to like the main gate now, which is into the mountain. And you see the guards see you, then they realize, oh god, they got the orc, and then one of them comes down and says, all right, we'll bring them to the cells, and then it's they actually don't bring them into the city. In fact, it seems like it's outbuilt at the outskirts
Mhm.
and somewhat like half built into the mountain. So like half of it is, you say it's half in the mountain, half out,
uh-huh.
so that you can access it from both sides. And
Okay.
so they bring you up like a hill, and then like that kind of like merges with the mountain, and then you see like this somewhat rectangular, actually pretty big rectangular building that builds into the mountain. And then you see that at this area there's also walls around it as well, like that surrounded. Seeing this is like, okay, this is where the prison is. This is where the actual jail is, so people can't escape. That's why they have the wall outside.
Okay.
And you guys walk through, and you see that there's actually a bunch of heavy armored guards here, a cut above the rest, kinda, letting no one like exit. And you guys enter, and then you see that there's this like you'd say reception in a way, with a bunch of keys, a bunch of like notes, things like that, schedules, when to like feed the prisoners, who's going to be released, that kind of thing, and executions as well. And you guys Then you see the stairs going downward. You go down there, and that's where you actually see all of the cells. And there's a lot of prisoners actually. What seems to be from your common thief to more of the hardened, seasoned criminals, and then you see that most of them are actually like a mix of orc, tiefling, and dragonborn
Mm-hmm.
that make up the majority of the cells. But there's that one off dwarf, elf, and human off to the side,
Hmm.
and then a dragonborn off to the side like whistles and is calling out to Val. That's like, well, that's a beautiful lady over there. And then it's like, come closer, come closer. And then like cat calling you to come like to the cell. Like,
assume
and then
that-
all the other prisoners are like kind of heckling as well.
Yeah, shaking
Then, like-
the bars probably.
Yeah, yeah. And then you see the dwarven guard just like he's been through this before. He has his spear, hits the side like of a pole, and it says like, if you continue this, there's no more lunches for any of you. And then like the prisoners like, fuck off, and then they just like they admit defeat and like they just go off to the side, and like you see the guard look towards Valda in particular
She
says,
looks very disgusted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, this is a bunch of scum. So
I
anyway,
assume the Dragonborn are muzzled in a way so they can still breathe and speak and eat, but they can't actually open their mouths wide enough to use their breath weapons.
yeah, they have that muzzle. Yeah, great.
Okay.
Actually, I didn't think of that. I would say yeah, that is part. Yeah, sorry. Now that I think about it, yeah, they do have muzzles, but they can still speak. It's just designed that way.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. That's what I hoped. I did not want to have to someone experience that Black Dragonborn melting his way out of his cell.
Yeah, don't worry, they're all muzzled, and you go off like somewhat halfway into like this cell, and there's like a free cell, and then the guard just opens it, gets more chains for the orcs, puts them in there, and closes it, and says, "Well, that's very fine work. I didn't expect we get the orc bandits so soon."
Yeah,
It's going to say,
with
I
Sir
don't
Halik's
think-
help, I mean,
Yeah.
we get them rather fast. Yeah, so we were supposed to question them, but now with the rioting mob outside the city, I guess we'll have to wait until Sir Halik return. So yeah,
Orin is going to say,
go ahead.
I honestly don't think we got them all, but this represents a very good start.
Yeah.
Someone is typing.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Anyway,
the
so-
guards is probably taking notes. It's like, okay.
Yeah. all right. And it's like, we'll send someone after for you when Sir Harik returns. Where are you staying?
The Valkyrie's wings.
Oh, Valkyrie's Ring.
Yeah.
Nice name that one is, and then like, it's my favorite one.
Indeed.
Hmm.
Has been pleasant.
Yeah.
All right.
And then like you see the guards just like write it all down, and all right. If you want the reward, which this fits the criteria, just head back to the hall, and you'll get your reward.
Oh, great.
And please tell Ferda that I said hi. Ferda's the lady tending to the Valkyrie's Ring.
Okay.
Okay. I give him a
Who should we
wink.
Who should we tell her said hi?
It's Colden.
Colin.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Colin,
then
got it.
you guys probably walk off, and then yeah, this is probably where you guys have your, I guess, free time for now. If you want to head back to Valkyrie's Ring, head immediately to the hall. I'll let you guys decide.
We'll collect the reward first. It's closer
Yeah.
to us. We get it first, go back to the inn, and we talk about the issue.
The issue.
Yes.
The issue.
The very important issue.
The latest issue of Adventurer Monthly.
Yeah. Look, we're on the news. No, just kidding. Yeah, so we go on and collect our rewards.
Yeah. So, just note of observation, I guess, while you guys are walking through the streets. You see that it seems like the city is actually really, really busy, but like it's not like, how do you say this, like the very good type of way. It seems like there's a lot of people walking around, and actually it's somewhat good. You see that everything is being done. That it seems like there's no one that isn't not doing anything. It seems people are like everyone's doing something. Even the refugees are doing something in a way that they're getting jobs. They're doing the most simplest of things to stay in the city, to get food, to get water, anything. They're doing work, and
Okay.
there's and even if you're like in more the outskirts of the town where you'd assume like where the slums would be,
Mhm.
there's not much people lying down like in the roads of the slums. There's even just, in fact, they're just trying to do things day by day to get food and water, as it seems like food and water is becoming more scarce and scarce as there's a lot of people in the city,
Yeah.
and supplies are getting raided, that sort of thing. So just a note of observation as you guys are walking down to the roads, and you guys go to the hall, and you see the familiar old receptionist just there sitting down. So you guys come back. It's like, oh, that was quick.
Yeah. We didn't expect it either, but the job is done. So we're here for the reward.
Ah, I see. And then like he has a letter open. Ah, prisoners, nice. And he goes through his things. Like he looks towards Adrian and says, "Is he with you?"
Yes, he is.
Yep.
And then he looks at the paper you guys signed, and then, all right, I guess I'll give it to him too. And like what's your name? Like towards Adrian.
Adrian?
Mm-hmm.
What's your name?
Yeah.
You can call me Marvin. The guard captain should know me.
Ah, Marvin. Okay. All right. Oh, you're that Marvin. Okay, understandable. And he puts down the name. It's like, all right, good. And then he grabs 4 pouches from under his desk, and it's like, I'll be back. And he goes off to the side, probably like going to where the gold is and stuff like that.
Well, to tell the truth, we also use aliases, but yeah. To be honest, we when we sign up for the mission, we also use aliases. But why would they know you?
It's because I need to talk to the captain here.
Okay. One more thing you might want to explain to us, but we'll talk about it after all this.
And then the receptionist comes back with 4 pouches of gold, and all right, usually we'd pay a lot more for your services, but you see the supplies aren't returned yet. Although you did capture prisoners, which gives a reward for itself. So, 25 gold each, and
All right.
everyone gets like 25 gold.
Nice.
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 Yes. That is funny.
Nice.
Super nice.
All right, thank you for your help. We need more people like you.
All right. Thanks for the reward, and keep us posted if you have any other jobs might need our.
Of course.
All right. Cool. Later. And we just
Later.
walk out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll go back to the Valkyrie's Wing, and what do we do there?
We grill Adrian until he tells the truth, the full truth, and nothing but the truth.
grilling.
Yes. Grill one.
Barbecue. Actually, no, we don't grill him. We barbecue him. I have a grill. It's somewhere in my tower, I think.
Nice. We can porcupine him, on a shelf.
Oh yeah, I'm
and
actually
just-
interested in something. Has Oren told everybody about what he saw when he was in the white space?
Oren has told nothing.
Okay.
You guys like enter probably back to the Valkyrie Swing. You see Ferd at the table. It's like, hello, dearies, you're back. And it's like, food, drinks, anything?
Some supper would be nice, and I believe this was the one that Colden wants us to say hi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I say, Colden, the dwarf guard, in the cell. Send his
That
regards.
dear. Yes. Okay. If you see him again, just return the greeting, and you see that he goes off this side, prepares a bit of like snacks and things like that, cheese and grapes,
All right.
and you see like he grabs like a pitcher of ale and like a few glasses, puts them on your table. And
Don't worry, we'll take it to our room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he leaves it with you guys so that you can bring it back to your room and
Yeah. We put
Further
them
just
on a
goes-
tray and just take them
And-
on to the room.
yeah.
Yeah, we're in the room,
Alright.
so we sat
So now
down.
we're
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're in one room,
Yes,
and
It's
we
now
talk.
it's grilling time.
Yeah, now we talk. So I make sure no one is, listening at the door or hallway, just making sure we're clear. Then I say, why the hell would a goddess of death be inside your head?
Because
Wait, what?
I had to talk to her to give me powers.
Why?
Were you a warlock? Are you a warlock? That you just didn't tell us?
I'm pretty sure I'm not.
That is even worse. Because then why the hell would you want her for power? Like, are you a cultist or something?
I am religious.
With what Valda described? I don't think that fits the definition of being a religious follower, since that she's chained up in your head.
I think you're taking a step to the right when you should have gone last.
Wait, what? Sorry, I didn't hear you over the typing. Over the
Typing.
maniacally typing.
Yeah, I will
Very-
turn my mic off. Hang on.
No, it's alright. Just kidding. But yeah, go on.
I didn't gain any powers from her. She simply had to allow me to get powers.
Anyone
Great.
understand that the words individually? I understand them, but the sentence it didn't make any sense to me. Anyone?
So look
Same.
at this. Look at it this way. So imagine you are asking a power from a very specific. No, like if you want the sap of a specific tree, but you have to go to the person who owns all the trees to ask permission to get the sap from that tree.
Go on.
So that's what I had to do. I had to talk to somebody who was in charge, or what remained of the one that was in charge.
Why is she locked up inside your head?
I don't think she's actually locked up in there.
Oh, so was that an aspect of her?
I
like
think it's-
sort of a power.
I think it's more, like more memory or something. Like, okay, what exactly did you see in my head?
Not me. It's Valda, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the general direction of all that.
Basically, a lot of chains. That
Uh-huh.
woman, who's apparently a goddess. She looked kind of pained. She tries to, recall what exactly she's seen and replicate it to the best of her abilities.
Okay,
But she seems
So-
very
so-
confused.
yeah.
so she recounts it as fair enough. And she just mumbles, find.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yes. She apparently wants you to find something.
I'm pretty sure it's someone.
Someone.
Who?
Do
So
you
that's
have
the
any idea
person
who-
you said you don't know but you need to find.
Yeah.
You don't know where to find or who it is, but you need to find.
Yes.
Okay, that is.
That's also the reason why I talked to the guard captain. Because the guard captain has all information about anybody who enters the city. And anybody of who is similar to me and Oren has to register as such.
You mean Aasimar?
Yes.
Why would that be Aasimar's? I mean, is there a reason why that could be Aasimar's? Because you said it yourself, you don't know who she might be looking for. So,
I just highly doubt it would be anything else. Because I'm gonna look over to Oren. I think he and I share a similar thing, where.
Well, you
it's hard
guys
to
are
describe.
God's descendants, so you do share something, but
Yes.
not exactly the same. I think Oren is. I look at Oren, probably a descendant of, I don't know, Thor, maybe.
Oren is going to shrug and say, I don't know much about my own ancestry. My parents were killed during a raid on my home when I was very young.
Murdered.
Baldur, maybe. You do emanates, powerful lights. Sorry, emits. You do emit
you
powerful
should.
lights. Yes.
They are called muscles. You can have them too.
Not the glow on your skin, dummy. When you do the aura type of things, all
He
right.
wasn't talking about your afterglow. Come on.
Oh my god.
That is, Oren is just Oren's gonna.
Are you gonna
snarl.
flex? Please don't tell me you're gonna flex right now.
Oren's just say, no, I'm not going to flex. I like this shirt. But as for what I can do, I always just assumed that it was due to my own unwavering faith in the gods. They decided to bestow their power upon me. Never really gave it much thought after that.
Okay. So you don't really know who your heritage might came from.
No.
What about you, Adrian? You seem to
Yeah.
know a lot more about whatever this is happening. So do you have any idea who you might get your gifts from?
Yes.
Wait, before you guys continue, just a heads up for the Aasimar thing, since it's quite different in kind of my world, I guess. It's not just descendants of the gods, it's more of ever since Ragnarok and with gods dying, divine energy spreads throughout Midgard. And Aasimars, if they're born in the right place, it's somewhat similar to Genasi, where if there's enough divine power, they absorb that divine power and are Aasimars.
Okay.
So it's not strictly descendants and ancestral. It's more. It can also be more of like they were just born in the right place in the right time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or for example, they found something when they were older or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So just a heads up.
All right. But Adrian
Okay.
seems to know, so
Which is why I assume that it's an Aasimar we're looking for.
could it be Oren? I mean, how
Yeah. No.
heavily the chance might be like, you're looking for an Aasimar and Oren is an Aasimar.
I'm gonna look over to Oren.
All right.
I'm gonna lift up a hand, and aura is gonna seep out of my hand, forming up, making a complex symbol, which then crumbles.
Oh boy.
I said, nah, it's not him.
Okay. So you know how to identify.
No, it was just bullshit.
Oh.
In other words, it's Adrian doing his usual food.
Can you not pull the shenanigans here? This is some serious discussion right here. Like, don't you want to find whoever that is?
Of course, which is why I've done what I've done. Like, risked being a criminal in this city.
Wait, in this city?
What?
What have you done?
What did he do?
Oh,
Well, there's a reason why people call me Marvin. It's like illegal to like come up with fake names. Yeah.
that's
I'm pretty
it.
sure that's not all.
I don't think. Yeah, I agree with Valda on this one. What did you do? We need to know before we can actually help you or decide whether we want to help you or not.
If you don't want me to continue looking inside of your head, you better fucking tell us.
Yeah.
God, where's the hell this distrust coming from?
From you not telling us the truth. Because we can't trust someone if you don't trust us.
Yeah,
Don't expect us to trust you if you don't trust us.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to find who I'm looking for. This is a big city. I asked the guard captain to look into like anything about Aasimars or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it. I assumed as a guard captain he would have a lot of get a lot of reports from all around. Especially if it's an Aasimar of the one we're thinking about. I'm sure they would be quite visible.
Okay. All right. So we know that all this, which is good. You haven't done anything wrong, to piss off the guards, which is nice. That's a bonus.
I actually think they like me.
Okay.
And I'm
They
sure you
seem
did
to
not
like
use
you
magic
for some
power.
reason.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
at least you haven't pissed them off for now, which is bonus, like I said. Damn it. Do you know how, or, I know you don't know much, but do you ever think about what would happen if you ever find this person you're looking for?
No idea.
So it could also be that the goddess.
They asked me to put to get on my knees and slit my own throat. Yes.
I
But
seriously can't tell if you are joking or not. I seriously can't.
Well, I mean, it was a big thing. I mean, I did gain a lot of powers doing this to save him. I'm gonna point over to Orin.
Orange, this is true. And he's going to, he'll start polishing off the snacks.
All the cheese and grapes are gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the meat, the steak, just frustratingly eat it because it's like.
And help you guys power a teleportation circle. It was my own choice to do that. When I could have just left you if I didn't want to continue traveling.
Which you did afterwards.
Because I thought, which is because I thought it would be safer or better. But I've changed my mind since then.
Yeah, Asker's face just turned to a mush, just the facial expression is really, really tight. Like, he doesn't know what to say, because apparently Adrian himself doesn't know what might happen if he fulfilled his own quest. And it could be really bad, or really bad, really, really bad. So, fuck me. So I look at Valda as like any possible, recordings or tomes or anything, any information that might shed some light on this one?
I kind of doubt I have any.
Damn it.
She looks very puzzled.
You know what? This is where I'm gonna ask the DM. As far as Hell's, the goddess of death, as far as her records go, how much can we recall as what, her fate turned out to be, as how...
She died during Ragnarok.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other related information that happens afterwards besides the rising of
afterwards.
yeah.
Okay, so you know the basic information, the history of Hel.
Yes.
You know that she was the ruler of Helheim. If I remember that correctly, Helheim.
Yes, that's true.
She had the jurisdiction of death and who deserves to be in Helheim, all the thieves and stuff like that. But after Ragnarok, right? There are like many separate, like, I guess. Sorry, hold on. Can you actually roll history so that I know how much I can tell you?
Yeah, I am gonna do that. Or
That
anyone
sounds
who
good.
wants to do it, please. Oh, 18, finally better. Ooh, 23, nice.
All right. Okay. So, Asger. I'll just start with Asger. So this is preliminary information that Orin already knows. So
Okay.
you know that with Helheim, right? You could say that after Ragnarok, she's still somewhat relevant as what's this? With the states of godhood and people within the Council of Asgard, new gods that rise or new gods that become risen because of the divine energy around the area. But the problem with that is that they're not gods. They are not 100%. So they're still mortal. So
They're like
there's not
demigods.
They're like demigods, but there hasn't been a demigod or anything that survived their own mortality. So like they still died.
Okay.
So that these new gods don't pop up and then stay relevant forever. They usually just
Perish over time.
go up, perish. But for some reason Hell still stays relevant, as seems like there's different types of groups of people, cults, or we could say religions if they're more proper, that still go under Hell despite her being gone. And usually these groups have a varying degrees of extremes. Some would be somewhat be called terrorists, while the others would just be people that believe in Hell, or like believe in that there's jurisdiction of death and that she controls all over it.
Okay.
While for Orin, you know this and more, where you get more context, where as part of the Sons of Thunder, one of your actual jobs to put down cults and extremists in a way. So you know that one of the more popular extremists are actually Hell's group of people, more of like they believe in Hell, and that their belief is that Hell will come back soon for some reason, like they're trying to get her back, or that she's powerful enough that since she can control death and people that can come in within Hell, she can control her own death and come back.
Yeah. Or she's
So that's the
not
basis
really
of their
dead.
belief.
That
Okay.
sort of speak.
Yeah. All right. So when Valda saw the picture of the chained up woman, what happened? Was the woman like in pieces? I seem to recall you saying that.
No. She's like half skeleton, half flesh.
Very pretty.
Like half corpse, half human.
Yes.
Half living.
Okay. Do I, based on what I know, based on my history check, is that enough to know whether or not that's how? And based on what I've done, is that enough to know that's how Hell is commonly depicted?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
In current, okay, let me think about it. Actually, Miko ordered it with.
Yeah.
No, it isn't, because more of like it depicts her in like usual symbols with these like religions and cults
Mhm.
usually have her like on a throne or on a, how do you say this?
Throne sounds correct. Yeah.
The throne
Uh,
sounds right.
yeah, a throne in Helheim, and that she's sitting on it, and like she's somewhat like she's half rotten, and but the other is like full flesh. She's fine. It's like
Okay.
half still, but it's not in pieces. She's just on her throne, depicting a duality of sorts with life and death.
Okay. And look really like Cat Blanche. Oh, sorry. Just go on.
Hmm.
Ignore me. Yeah.
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 So, but no, that the way that how Val described how hell is depicted, it isn't common. It's very non-standard, you would say.
Interesting.
So it is hell, but it's not the way that hell is usually depicted.
Yeah.
Okay, that really, really worries me now. I mean, because I know she was supposed to have been killed, but gods give clerics and paladins the ability to use raised dead, and if they can grant others the ability to defy death, what makes us think that killing a god makes their death permanent? So this is Oren isn't going to show any reaction to this, but this is very worrisome to him.
Okay.
And I mean, he remembers. I remember like a couple of sessions ago, I think it was Modi who came down and told him that we need to go to hell to see what Helheim to see what the disturbance is.
Yeah.
It's Vidar, not Modi.
Oh,
Vidar.
it's Vidar.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I should remember the name of the messenger. But yeah, and Oren, for all of his joking about, yes, we are going to invade hell. I mean, scout hell. This is genuinely worrisome to him because he knows his fight with the descendant of Surtur. He knows that he's strong, but he doesn't have what it takes to fight the Queen of Death.
Oof.
And if she is coming back, this is things especially as the Draugr would indicate.
Yeah.
This is definitely something very worrisome, and time is starting to run out. He's not feeling that very keenly.
But didn't that road guy say that he was the one? He's the reason why the Draugrs are here.
Basically, the tiefling boy
Yeah.
said he was the one who summoned them.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
we're connecting the dots here.
Yeah, we're starting. This is where we connect the dots.
Yeah, so the tiefling is probably, maybe, this is out of characterly speaking. He's probably maybe the cultist. He is sort of the first tiefling and their gods, so to speak. Like a newborn. And he is trying to maneuver the cults in order to, get the power of hell. Maybe become a new god of hell. Maybe
That might explain why she was chained up. That he's
Yes.
draining her power. Well, it doesn't matter how we're slicing this. The point is we're still running out of time. All we're doing is trying to figure out who do we smash.
Yeah. No, that's the problem. Should Adrian even be, continuing his quest? That's the thing. Like, this is all happening out of character.
Perhaps. Yeah,
Should he?
no,
Because
Well-
if, let's say, Hel finds whatever she's looking for and gets all her power back, which might be good, but we're dealing with the Queen of Death coming back to life. Maybe that's all
Yeah.
she needs.
Alright.
And if we don't help her, maybe the tiefling god is draining her power and she withers, but we're facing a new and much eviler god on the
Who's
horizon.
definitely
It sounds like a
who's definitely gonna
lose-lose
be
to
after
me.
us.
I mean,
it comes down.
rather
yeah.
devil you know, devil you don't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the known devil or the unknown angel. That's the
Point
thing. It's
is-
ultimately coming down. Who would we rather fight? I personally, this is from Oren's perspective, I would rather fight Hell than Coil, because Hell was
Same.
beaten once. So that means she can be beaten again. Coil, we don't know if he can be beaten at all.
You know what?
Like we might only be able to imprison him.
All
But
right.
Hell was killed, so we know we can kill her again if we have to.
All right. To asking the DM about this, to make the connection click, since I don't know, or the rest of us don't know what Oren received, can we make the connection? Because we're missing a really important link. So
Would that be an insight check?
I mean, if you honestly, here's what I gotta say when it comes to connecting dots, when it comes to like information and things.
yeah.
I actually think if your character is smart enough to do it, you don't need to make checks to make the connection. But
Are they?
if you
But
need,
Oren hasn't told anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
if
Oren
Oren-
hasn't shown any sign.
if-
Yeah.
then that's the problem where if Oren can probably connect the dots since he has all the information, but for the rest,
Yeah.
like for everyone else, they don't have that connection yet.
Yeah.
So
we
can
probably don't
connect
know.
the dots.
Yeah.
Alright, hang on. I'm
Yeah.
going to have Oren make a quick insight check to see if they are connecting the dots or not. If that's alright.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Like you guys have like suspicions,
They're not
lingering
connecting.
suspicions.
Yeah, he sees that there's suspicions, and then
We
What
are
did you
in
get?
randomly suspecting,
Yeah.
but we don't know for sure because we're missing
Yeah.
a really important piece. So
yeah, when Oren sees that, he's going to explain everything we just discussed and lay out his suspicions that Coil is somehow sucking the divine power from Hell. Now you guys know everything.
shit.
So, and you also know that Oren believes that whether it's Hell or Coil, we are running out of time to deal with the problem.
You know what? This actually, since the dots are connected, Asker can make a more can link to another connection, because last time he received the information about the ruins, which the ruin site which he could go investigate, and that is a location where presumably Hell once the ruin might be related to. I believe that's one of our quests. Yeah, let me check.
Yeah, check that.
There's ruins. Sorry, let me quest.
Take your time.
Or I can just ask the DM. Did we?
What's up?
Did we get the quest about the ruins, which Varen told me about? Did he say it was related to Hell, or he didn't?
He just said that it's a ruin.
Okay.
That's why he sending you there to find out what the ruins are.
Oh
and,
no!
like, what it is.
No! Sorry, the other one. It is connected Hell. I have it written right here. Near the village Sorry, not the village Toftus. The
Toftus.
ruined temple that contains ruins of Hell.
Yeah.
I actually had to put it down right here. So, maybe that could be. Maybe what you're looking for is not someone, but something. I look at Adrian. It's like maybe she's telling you to look for her symbols. As you can see, ruins contains vast power, and maybe that's the key to unlock whatever is happening to her.
I mean, it's possible. Where are these ruins?
It's the ruined temple that. It's near the village of Toftus. That I know. I believe.
And Toftus
Yes.
is a town currently being attacked by monsters. So
Yes.
Alright, so we have some possible answers, experience points in the offing, and perhaps a way to actually kick that bastard Coil's butt.
Yes.
You know what? Oren is ready to go. He's ready when you are.
Speaking of experience, we haven't get any experience from.
yeah, okay. I'm sorry. Like you haven't got. It's been a while. Sorry, I keep forgetting about it.
okay.
Okay. At the end of session, we'll count all the XP
Nice.
throughout the last 2 sessions.
Thank you.
So
Speaking of
My bad.
Yeah, but it's alright. It's alright. So yeah, I will like stand up and just like so. Sorry. We got back. What time? I guess this conversation took quite some time to unfold. So
Yeah, I would say about an hour, half an hour to an hour.
okay. So we arrive at the city gate near morning.
Wait, I just realized, what is Arlen doing?
He's following us, right? He never
Yeah,
left
yeah,
our
I-
site. So
Yeah, would you? Okay,
Good boy.
I'll just leave it up to you guys. Would you include Arlen in the conversation, or would you like just leave him like downstairs or something?
I'll include him in this.
Yeah.
Right? He's a smart
Same.
he's a smart boy,
Yeah.
so he might have his academic
Alright.
knowledge.
especially he has been into the Elfin Library, so he might have something else that we,
Info
Alright,
for us.
yeah.
That's a good
Relax.
thing. Okay, you see, Arlen. Oh, sorry.
Did he
Adrian?
talk? Did he talk till now?
No, he hasn't, because he's writing
Okay.
all of this down furiously. Like, he's writing all of this down. You see that he's actually making like a graph in a way to like show association between words.
A flow
with
chart.
coil, hell. Yeah,
Nice.
basically. And you see that Arlen just looking like, if I remember correctly,
Okay, as soon as he starts talking, Damon's gonna look over in his direction like, "Oh my god, what did you get here?"
I went with them because I've wanted to explore the world, and Orion invited me, so
We brought him with
What
Yeah.
he's saying is he was
Yes.
here the whole time.
He is a really reliable help. Yes.
And he,
Yes,
the
yes,
fact
I
that he
remember.
gets the fact that he is beneath notice means that if there's a problem, he'll be able to get away safely.
Yes.
Yeah, my fucking god, I'm blind, man. I can't see shit.
Are you? Sometimes I don't think you're actually blind.
How dare you? I say, pointing in the wrong direction.
Can I tell if that's an act? I really want to say drop
go
the act.
ahead. I mean, if you want, if it's an,
Hmm?
oh, you don't know, it's probably an act.
Drop the act.
know, you're
I'll
not-
just go with drop the act. Just don't. But anyway, yeah.
But like a big part of you is like, this hasn't. You actually feel genuinely like, oh crap, you might not be. It's not an act, maybe. Like, like you always felt like it's an act, but until now, the first time you're just like, wait a minute, there's something different about it this time.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna let Arlen speak.
Like, if I remember correctly, we've gotten reports about Aasimar, yeah, throughout Midgard. Actually, I remember back then one of the initiatives we had this school was to find these Aasimars and study them. Although that didn't work out, as you could tell.
Why is that?
Because let's just say most of them were hostile or didn't want to be studied,
Okay.
and most of these Aasimars, which is lucky, it looks towards Orion and Adrian, like, you guys are more of the exception rather than the rules. So yeah. But what else I know is that about Coil, I don't know much about him. And the whole hell thing sounds scary. And but I think from what Adrian's describing, I think he is looking for someone rather than something, though. He's right. I think he's looking for an Aasimar that is related to hell. If that makes sense.
Somewhat.
Why? Just out of curiosity, where does this conclusion came from? I really want to know because
If
it sounds like I'm missing something.
if he's looking, if how you describe it, he's asking a person for permission to sap the trees. If during his analogy, then he's looking for someone related to hell, because that's how you talk to who's looking for, right? And
Okay.
I mean, that's is that right? And they looks at towards Adrian, or like, is that right, Adrian?
Bree's gonna shrug. I mean, for all I know, Hell is locked in those ruins to the north, so we might have to go and talk to her.
That's true.
Let's go
Anyway,
talk
this
to
is
Hell.
Nope.
this is very confusing. You see that he has this like notebook out, like the flowchart is like very disorganized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when Valda says that she doesn't want to talk to Hell, we're just going to look at her and say, if you don't want to talk to
Oh
Hell...
no, she said, oh yeah, let's go talk to Hell. A bit
Sarcastically.
She's
Yes.
sarcastic, I know, so he's still going to say, if you don't want to talk to Hell, you don't have to talk to Hell. But if I am this Aasimar that you think that everyone seems to think I am, and that I do have the blood of divinity inside of me, she might be more willing to listen to me and Aetrian than perhaps Asgore or you, Valda.
I'm a mere human.
perhaps she'll try to-
I don't have any divine blood. At least last time I checked, you know, I have nothing inside. me.
Last time I checked.
Yes. So yeah. I never get any calling, so this mysterious stuff, you know, yeah.
He tells Aasimar.
My blood is laying dormant until I touched the ruin and became the Asmar.
For thousands of years, my blood has lain dormant.
Oh god.
Dad's awake. Oh, hey, Mom, how you doing?
Yeah.
Is my laundry done?
Yeah.
You gonna make those cookies I like? But in all seriousness,
Yeah.
I can make all the jokes. But
Yeah.
in all seriousness, Hell, if we can really contact Hell through these ruins, like I said, she would very more likely be willing to listen to a child of divinity than someone like Asgore or Valda.
Yes,
I
that is
know
true.
Valda is not an ordinary woman, but at the same time, she's also not a god. She also doesn't have any divine blood in her. Again, that I know.
You know
of.
what? For now, I think our best clue will be the ruined temple, since that is the only location that might have a shrink of connection to Hell. Maybe whoever this Asmar is, wherever he is also trying to, you know, reconnect with Hell, and the site became our best bet.
That is true.
Adrian nods and like stands up, stretches a bit, like his back like cracking, and he looks towards Orin and says, "Can you? Do you have time right now?"
Orin says, "Yes. What do you need?"
I was just wondering, can you bring me to the guard's place?
The guards? You mean
Yes.
at the front gate? Okay, interesting.
No, like
Prison
the
cell?
garrison.
Okay.
The barracks. Okay.
There's-
Orin's going to say, "I can do that. Why? Do you need to go? Do you need to tell them something?"
I just wanted to make sure they haven't heard anything.
Okay. Orin will take him and he will lead him very carefully, being careful not to touch him on his bare skin.
Wearing
Because he's
gloves
seeing-
for the first
yeah.
time.
No, he wears leather gloves.
Okay.
For some reason, he has like a sheet of lead between the two of them. I mean,
Yeah. So like, okay, give me just go quickly pop up at the blacksmith. I want a lead-lined helmet.
Oh my god.
Tinfoil hat. Coming right up.
Oh my god. Why?
Oh, man.
actually, Justin, can we get a magical item that's called a tinfoil hat that gives you advantage on wisdom saves?
Yes, please. That would be
That
awesome.
might be a thing. That'd be like a
But
uncommon
disadvantage
magic
on charisma checks.
item. That is true. That is true.
That would be awesome. All right. I guess you guys are going.
Wait, I think
Yeah.
Justin's internet died again.
Oh.
Oh no. I mean, I could
Yeah, he
hear.
stopped responding, so.
Yeah, I could hear he just disconnected from Roll20.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I could hear. Yeah, I could hear his dog in the background. No, that's
Really?
the thing.
I hear
Yeah, you could
nothing
hear a
from
little.
him.
I
No,
could.
he's
Not
he's
anymore.
joining again.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Alright,
But yeah, I could hear it.
reconnect on Discord.
What's he typing? Hold on.
I can hear you typing.
I moved my phone.
I moved one and it disconnected.
My moved.
Now we need to think about this in terms of the underlying campaign. What could this possibly
Me,
mean?
yes.
I think
The gods have been disconnected from the world.
yes.
That's
The
it.
gods are crazy.
Yeah.
Another thing, God, the goddess Hel isn't necessarily evil.
Hmm.
Like,
Wait, do we know which side she took in the last Ragnarok? We don't know, right? Probably ask Orin.
I think she took the side of her father.
Yeah, Odin. Sorry, Loki. Yes, that's from the North mythologies, but I don't know in this campaign which side she took.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Justin, you there?
Okay. Yeah, I'm back. My cord is very sensitive, so when I slightly moved my phone, it disconnected it, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Tell us the truth. Did we lose you at tinfoil hat?
When you were talking like with Orin about something apparently, and then just repeat like the whole tinfoil hat thing if you.
Oh, it was just because he doesn't want to touch it.
Yeah.
Manipulate his
I'm afraid
mind.
of you. I'm more of afraid of the whole aura, I'm gonna mess with your mind idea.
Oh, you don't even know about the thing I have, which can convince you of anything.
I do now.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I lied.
I don't care. I'm still believing that you do. I'm not gonna. Wait, are
We're
you
not
using
gonna
that
take
ability
chances?
right now?
Yeah.
You're using that ability right now, aren't you?
I think we need the magical tinfoil hats.
Yes.
We do.
We do.
Against Adrian.
Yeah.
We're gonna counter a group of nerdy cultists at this ruined temple. They're gonna be speaking in lisps. They're all gonna be wearing tinfoil hats.
Yeah. That's the team
It
uniform.
prevents the Draugr from reading our mind.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
The other serious question though, do we know, based on our history check, that Hel, back in Ragnarok, which side she took?
She
Or if
was
she-
with
Or if
Loki.
she fought at all.
Okay, so it's still like the
Wait,
original.
let me
Norse.
double check.
Ooh, double check.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. It's actually all wrong. She's on our side.
Yes, actually, it doesn't say she fought at Ragnarok at all. It simply
I think
says
she
let-
just died.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think she let
She
the
just
shit
perished.
Yeah, she just perished.
She's like,
Interesting.
okay, you know what? This is a good time to pop my clogs, I think.
Yeah.
Get the magic tinfoil hats.
I think she just died, and all the undead things escaped from hell.
Yeah.
So she might be on our side. That's a good news.
Let's just say her death remains a mystery up to this point.
All right. Cool.
Okay, you know what? We can go to these rooms. We can try solving these mysteries.
Yes. All right. So you guys are going. Valda, you want to go with them or?
I am not planning to leave them alone.
All right.
Same
yeah, like
here.
I said, this
You guys can.
monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, this monsters. We can help them. At the very least, we can help these poor villagers fight off the monsters, and hopefully reduce the number of refugees flowing into Ravendal.
Yeah.
And then you guys hear a knock on the door.
Oh.
Huh.
And it's a polite knock, like just a light knock.
Oh,
Alright.
It wasn't like last time we were.
It was like bang, bang, bang. No, it's a polite knock.
Was it?
It's a guard. I'm calling you to interrogate the orcs.
All right.
Ask her. I believe that you're That's your.
That's our
that's your
cue,
thing?
I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yep.
All right. So yes, Asger and Valda can.
You see, actually, Arlen actually has like you see he's grabbing a bunch of books like his journals and puts it in his bag and says, I'm gonna go to the local library to do some research about everything."
Sure.
All right.
Yes.
What?
Thank you very much.
Adrian, nerds run the world.
Yes.
Don't be too dismissive of them.
And
Orin,
he just says, "I'm not much for fighting anyway, or interrogating."
You know what?
Um,
You do
yeah.
what you do best.
Yep. Orin
Yeah.
is
That's all we
actually
need.
going to go. Yep. Orin is actually going to try to see if he can find a blacksmith to see if he can learn from them.
Wait, but I thought you were carrying Adrian to the guards first.
I
You just left him hanging.
I left him with the guards. Yes, I left him with the guards.
Man.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna take him there and then
Just
see how
drop
long
him.
that's gonna take. Yeah, drop him off. Drop him off. No, I'm gonna take him to the barracks and see him when he gets his stuff.
All right. You see that Arlen like walks off, gets like exit, and then goes away. You see the guard like greeting you, looks at Adrian, like, "Oh, hi, Marvin."
Yep.
I give him a polite nod.
All right. They are off. We are off as well. So.
Yeah. So wait. So let me clarify. What's everyone going to do? I know is everyone gonna interrogate the orcs?
I know I am.
Yes.
Valda?
Same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
About-
what do you do?
About Adrian and Orin.
Guard captain first.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
Orin will take him there.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll go like. So they're near each other anyway. So like it's probably you guys go together until Orin Adrian gets dropped off near the area while you guys go to the. So this time you enter from like the mountainside of the jail, which is But while you're walking there first, like you see the hall, and then you walk off a bit ways north of that, and you see more of like a headquarters, a barracks of sort. One of the many barracks scattered throughout the city. So this is where probably guards like do their shifts or like, switch shifts more of like and see people were assigned, that sort of thing. You see that the guard just leaves you here as you expressed that you wanted to go here. He's like, oh okay. He drops you off here, and yeah, this is where the captain should be, and
Okay.
he's assigned here today. And you see the guard look at Valden. Asger is like, all right, the entrance should be this way, and he points towards the more north side. Then you guys walk on. So I'll do Orin and Adrian first. So
Actually,
Okay.
or do you want to come? Do you want to come along, or do you want to go and interrogate people?
Orin's going to say, no, I saw Asger interrogate someone, and I really do not want to see it again. I have a feeling that he's going to be, that this time, that was against someone who was human, relatively human. I'm having a feeling that he's going to be peeling their nails off and feeding it to them.
Very appetizing.
Yeah,
For some reason, I don't feel like eating lunch anymore.
Orange going to say, yeah, just be happy you can't see.
Mm.
all right, so you see that the two guards actually here say like just like look towards both of you. It's like what's your business?
Orin is going to push Adrian a little up to the front because this is his thing.
Good afternoon. I've been employed by the guard captain to look into a special matter. I was wondering if he was here currently.
Oh, you're Marvin. And then they look at like their notes, and it's like,
Oh
oh,
my god.
it's like, yeah, the captain should be in his office. He's expecting you.
Okay, thank you very
Actually,
much.
wanted to discuss some matters with you. Actually,
Ooh.
if you remember, right?
Yeah, it's quite convenient. Thank you.
Yeah, and then like Like one of the guards, like I'll bring you there, and brings you to this barracks of sort. Or and in a way, like this barrack seems somewhat similar to the one in Holdgate, where you fought. Although it has a bunch more like modifications. It's more well built. It's more dwarven in nature, obviously, but the layout seems to be somewhat the same. So you can just say there's just some similarities there, and you have to go up the same set of stairs in a way to get second floor to go to the office of the guard, captain of the guard, and you see that the guard knocks on the door and it's like, "Sir, Marvin's here," and the guard's like, "All right, let him enter." Then like opens the door, gestures you guys to go in, and the guard that brought you here leaves. Yeah.
All right.
And Orion, you see like a somewhat like contrary to just being a dwarf, he's actually more of a human than anything. He looks ragged a bit. He has gray hair, and I should have really named him Marvin. So he has like a small stubble for a beard, like it's gray, and he's like very short, like well neat hair as well. It's parted to the right, and he's like, Marvin, you're here, and looks towards Orion's like, a friend.
Yes, of similar caliber as me.
All right, that will help a lot. And he gestures to the seats in front of him. We'll sit down. We have to discuss things.
He awkwardly approaches the seat, like swinging his hand out before gripping it.
Yeah, Oren helps him into his seat.
All right, so since I didn't really call you yet, I assume you have things to tell me.
It's we're currently investigating something up north with the monster attacks. We've heard there might be some things up there. It's just
Toftus, yes. I've been receiving reports. I would like to help, but my guards are spread thin.
Of course, me and my companions would be happy to help. I was just coming here to inform you of that, and that we might be leaving quite soon.
I see. That would help a lot.
And so I just wanted to know if you've heard anything before I left.
Same old reports, but there's something that sticks out from Toftus, actually. It's quite weird in a way. I mean, he brings up like this very old paper from like one of his from the desk. He opens it, and like you see a bunch of stacked paper. But this one is very different because it's very old paper. Like it can like crumble if you just like don't deal with it right. Yeah. So like he grabs it carefully. He says, about a decade ago, there's this report from a guard saying that a little girl had killed his father in Toftus. I don't know. It just seems odd enough and the girl didn't get any reprimand. And there's a note here saying the girl was emotionless when she was confronted with killing her father.
Well, wasn't this that town building game that we played?
Shh, what are you talking about?
What are we talking about here? No, there's nothing. What are we talking about here?
Anyway, he says like it's a decade ago, and it's been a while. But from his other reports, it seems like this girl shouldn't have left Toftus yet, and he says something that you might want to check into. Very weird, very absurd. Seems like it's right up your alley.
Scratches his chin. Sure, I'll look into it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll organize with the hall. I'll tell them that you're the ones to take the Toftus issue.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. So,
Anyway, Liz.
is there any information? I was going to ask. Is there any information you can give us about the doctor's case?
Well, we tried interrogating the messenger that came from Toftus, and he wasn't budging most of the time. So we had to bring the court wizard to help us with the endeavor, and we did extract information. Let me get something. He gets a paper, and it's like one of our artisans drew this when the wizard was describing what the person was seeing, and he puts the paper on the desk. Like, I haven't seen any of these things before, but Orin, you have.
Can you show me a picture of it?
Do we have a picture here?
Yeah, send it to me
It's
on
not-
Discord if you don't
It's
want.
it's not an actual. I don't have an actual picture because back then I also didn't have an actual picture. But you recognize this thing from a familiar forest back in Elflin, with spikes and eyes together
Oh no.
and dark figures. Like, he just draws. I think it's a very crude drawing of it, but it does strike a resemblance.
The
Have you
demon
seen these
hedgehog is
before?
back. It's the demon hedgehog. I knew
Yeah.
it.
Demon
Okay.
hedgehog.
Yeah, so yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know what it is. Can I make another check to try to figure out what it is?
Sure.
Otherwise, I'll just keep referring to it as the demon hedgehog. What check would that be? Arcana?
I would say history.
Okay. Either way, it's the same bonus. Blip. 14.
Knowing, since you have a bit more of information, you can kind of connect it in a way that these creatures, although you don't know exactly what it is, you can make the connection that whatever is within the forest that forces these things to spawn, that means that this source is probably somewhere around Toftus as well if these things are spawning. And they are very somewhat fiendish or demonic in nature, although they're not completely that way. It seems like it's a mix, kind of, from what you can tell.
So that means our buddy Coil might also be involved in this.
Yeah, could be involved.
So this is just lending, in Orange mind anyway, this is lending more credence to the theory that Coil is siphoning off Hell's energy.
Yep.
So, all right. Is there any? Orin will be happy to take the case. Is there anything that anything else Adrian wanted to say? Because if not, Orin would like to go learn some blacksmithing.
Sure. I mean, I'm gonna go shopping.
Of course, and by shopping you mean using your powers to convince people to give you stuff for free.
No, I'm not an asshole.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You were going to convince them to pay you to take it off their hands.
That's better.
The guard, you see the captain just there, like, you do that, and he looks towards Adrian.
I really hope that was out of character.
Was that out of character?
No, I don't think
so. I'm tempted to say no, actually, just to see how this goes. I really am.
I mean, like, do you answer in character? Because I think you just assumed it was out of character then.
Yeah.
So if Orin,
it was out of character.
Orin says,
not going to. Orin would say that out of earshot of the guards. He's not. He has enough respect for.
All right, you guys leave, and the guard is like, all right, and then good day to you, and you guys leave, and you're now. And then you have that conversation, and there's no guard within earshot. So Orin wants to find a blacksmith to help, and Adrian will go shopping, quote unquote.
Well, not like to help, more like just to learn from. The idea is that we won't need our own. that we can make our own magic items. We won't need to try to buy them from somebody.
Yeah.
All right.
So
So
just gonna and since Orin can't really enchant, he's gonna leave that to Valda and Asger. So he just wants to learn how to actually make, the armor.
The blacksmith you would like to go reach out to will be Hurdle. Yeah.
not necessarily. You can just find any blacksmith.
Yeah,
but if
true.
you want to try her,
But
though,
that's
you can.
the only one we know, right?
Yeah.
That can make magic items.
Yeah, he's got the
you
ability,
haven't.
but he just...
You haven't seen him like done any magic item sort of
Yeah.
crafting yet.
Yeah, that's the thing. Orin can't make magic items. He knows a little bit about how they're made. He knows he doesn't have the ability to make the magic items, and he doesn't really care. And he doesn't really care about that. He's going to make the items.
Yeah.
Asger and
Valda
Valda will make the magic.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's basically the plan.
Yeah, I'm just saying there are plenty of blacksmiths workshops around the city, I believe, but the only one we've been to is the Hammer and Horn, which is owned by the dwarf Hurdle. That's it.
Yeah. So
he's the blacksmith.
All right. So I'll go to him then.
Yep.
All right. So since Orange, So Orin's gonna go to Hammer and Horn. Adrian, what are you going to do? Adrian muted his mic. Okay.
Adrian is doing his criminal stuff.
Yes, doing his shady stuff in the
Once
background.
All right. Okay. Adrian just messaged me what he wanted to do. Okay, understandable. Okay, so they're doing that, and then we're gonna shift over to Asger and Valda, interrogators and NCIS. Let's go. So
More like inquisitors. Just
you walk back to the familiar. You walk back to the prison, and you guys go down the stairs. You see Sir Harrick waiting there. He's now wearing no armor at all, just wearing very light like clothing, and the chain, like one chainmail, like just over it, just like a more comfortable looking like attire.
Okay. Hi. How's your wound, Sir Harrick?
Not the best, but I'll be fine. And you see some of his beard is singed because of the fireball, and he's like, well, the beard took the hit,
Yeah.
and
The rest is nothing at all. The beard is...
nothing.
Yes.
The beard's important, and he's
I
just
understand.
he like ruffles it. He says, "There's some crazy people out there. People actually wanted to be in prison so they can just get food."
And so we've heard. Apparently the riots is gonna go out of hand if things don't get to put to a stop.
Yeah, I'm really waiting for the king to do something, but it's been a while. Anyway, he points towards the cell. Anyway, we have them here. They've been silent the entire time, apparently, from what the guards are. They just sit like that, and like you see them, they're just sitting around in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
They're just closing their eyes and like just in a circle. They seem to be very unified, despite all the chaotic things happening within the cell, within the cells.
Anything you would like to ask about?
Well, yeah, a lot actually. And you see that he grabs like his sword, and then like he grabs the blade of it, and then uses like the pommel to hit the sides of the bars,
Yeah.
and says, "Let's just bring them somewhere else so we don't, disturb the rest, or they disturb us. We'll go to a separate room." And
Okay.
all right, get up, and you see the orcs they open their eyes, look towards all of you. Not really having intent in their eyes, they just stand up and actually get into a line. And like Carrick is just surprised again. It's like, that was quick. And he opens the cell, and it's like, all right, let's go back up. There's another room where we can interrogate these folks.
Should we separate them?
Yep, that makes sense. And actually, we'll get the leader first, and like, all right, come here. And then you see the person wearing somewhat more like ragged clothing, where that was kind of like you remember him wearing a bunch of furs and like armor. The only thing left is the furs,
Yeah.
and like that's what separates him from the rest of his orc brethren.
Okay.
And he walks forward without any resistance, and he like steps out of the cell. You see that Tarek just closes the gate, the cell door, and it's like,
Yeah.
all right, the rest of you just do what you want or do nothing. I don't care.
Do
And you
what
see,
you want.
Not do what you
Eh.
want.
and you see the orcs just go back into the circle, facing each other, and sit down and close their eyes again.
That is super unorkly, I would say. Hmm.
And it's like, and then like you see Tarek just even more surprised, like he brings you upstairs and then like whispers to you two. It's like, there's something off about this one. No way.
Yeah. There's something off about all of them. That's why we need to find out.
Jesus Christ, I can't believe I would rather have an orc be unlawful than just doing this. So uncertain.
Yeah.
Anyway, he brings you off to like, you guys go up and then you go off to the side and then you go into this reinforced like steel door.
Uh-huh.
He opens it, he goes inside, and there's like this iron table with like a bar in the middle where you put the chains to.
Okay.
And you see that he sits down on the table peacefully, he's just there, and Harik is just standing to the other side, looks at you two. Alright, I guess let's just be formal. What's your name? And you see the orc just look up and say that, do I really need to say my name? And Harik just says, yes, you have to. And orc just like looks off the side. Name is Kurjin. And I'll just type that.
Alright.
Gesundheit.
Virgin. Gesundheit. Alright. The orc.
Charizard 2.0.
The orc. Worm.
Charizard 2.0.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Kurjin. And okay. Alright, Kurjin. So you ambushed us. How did you know we'll come? And you see the Kurjin just straight answer, we heard you. And
Define
like,
herd.
You entered our forests. We know who enters our forest, and we know how long we know where they're going as by direction, and we just set up an ambush. We heard you. We are the forest.
I just look at him. I don't know what to say at this moment.
And you see Harix is gonna like be very skeptical of this,
Yeah.
and he's gonna actually roll inside this actually.
He's good at this.
He's really good at this.
You see Harik is more of a warrior, trying to defend him. Anyway, Harik's like, okay, and like he jots this all down and says, where's the stolen supplies? And you see that Kurjin just again straightly say they are within our village feeding my people.
And how many are there?
And like he just looks saddened and he says, originally we were 50, including me and the men here, but since you killed some of my men, we're down to at least 45.
45. That's a large group.
Small enough to hide from the rest.
Let's see. I got my notes here, so. Okay. I will let Sir Haddock take the lead. Just because we are trying to find the missing cargo and who did it, and we accomplished both. So I'm not sure what else we might want to question him.
You see Sir Hack's actually
Pretty
having just like thinking about it even more. He's like, this is too easy, and says, yeah, I don't.
So... Sorry.
But what was Valda gonna say?
Why are you so willfully answering us?
And the orc just like shrugs and say, I'm your prisoner. If I resist, it will only make it worse.
It kind of creeps me out that
Can I do once more just cast detect thoughts, see if he's like hiding something, if he's lying to us?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. First, I just want the superficial thoughts.
Alright, so you cast detect thoughts, and the initial thoughts you get is more of like safety, his people kind of thing, where he wants to make sure his people is alright, making sure that the people with him is alright. He seems like he's answering this on the... Like, just... He wants his people to be safe, essentially.
okay.
And, like... And you see Hayek looks at you, he's like... You're casting a spell.
Well, our friends here can, dig deeper into the minds to see if they are hiding anything. To be honest, they being so straightforward and unorkly rational is nothing I've ever seen.
Same.
You should have told me that earlier. This would have made things easier. And he's like, go ahead. Do it. Do it as much times as you want. And like...
We don't want to take your chances off because you are the leader here, so... Yeah.
I'm not good at this, I want to fight. You see, I'm just very worried about everything.
Anything specific you'd like me to look for?
Well, yes, that first. We just need to wonder why this orc is so... Not an orc!
Yeah, why is so forthcoming? That's
Yeah, I would have looked for that. She nods.
Yeah, so you're gonna
and-
probe deeper?
Yeah, wisdom save.
Alright, what's your saving throw?
15.
Ooh, nice.
15. Okay, alright. Okay, wisdom saving throw. He fails, and
Nice.
you probe deeper into his mind, and this is... You try to find out the reasoning why he's doing this, right?
Yes.
So, you see like some... How do I say this? A memory in a way, where this orc is walking around his forest, and you see that a bunch of like dwarven soldiers come out of the forest and like just raid the entire village, and him and a few people like women, one man, and like most of them kids just running away, being safe, like just running away from this village. And you see like during this time though, they were going through what seems to be like a lake or like a pond of some sort, and he drinks from the pond, and like in a way he feels somewhat empowered, and he keeps drinking it more and more as it's like it just gives him security. And from that point on, it seems like he's more enlightened, more knowledgeable, more rational in a way.
Yeah, I
And-
see.
And you see the orc just like... And then it goes fast forward where the orc is talking to his men, doing everything in his power for them to receive the same blessing he has, essentially. And you see that they're trying to live a life, essentially, in the forest, but they just need, like, resources first, but they can't get that. So, essentially, that's when the raiding starts.
Okay.
And you see the orc realize that you're probing into his mind and says, is it really hard to believe that I just want to keep my people safe?
In this time of age, yes, very much so. She stops probing in his mind, though. He's telling the truth.
Well,
He just wants to keep his people safe.
well,
Now Harik looks conflicted, like actually conflicted, says, alright, this is gonna be a bit tough. I think I'm going to have a talk with one of the lords to settle this. This is a very special case. Very strange one at that. And you see that Kurjin is actually, he looks at all of you with like these straightforward eyes and says, I have a request.
name it.
I'll be willing to take all of the life sentences for the rest of the orcs, but you have to let them go. And then Harik just like,
I
okay, that's not how it works around here.
think that's a good idea. Besides, the people here are suffering because you took their cargoes from them. If we let you go, like the situation is gonna repeat itself. You're
And
gonna hurt
then he
each other.
just
That's it.
he just stays silent and doesn't really respond to that. And so Harik says, "This is going." He's grabbing his head. He's like probably having a headache right now. This is how complicated this actually may be.
You know what? Now that I come to think of it, you guys are in need. I look at Kurjin and says, you guys are in need of food, right? Food, supplies, and all that.
Yes.
I look at Sir Heddick. Is there any chances you guys might be able to hire them? I know this is really crazy idea, but I can tell that you guys are also short-handed in dealing with, flooding, refugees, and such. You would need someone to help you oversees the, security around the place. And maybe you guys can help each other out. And you also see that they, you know what? They are not irrational beasts like the original orcs. Whatever happened to them, whatever changed them, might be a good sign for, they listen to reasons. So
it's very hard to do with everything right now. If with people starving outside and we hire orcs, I think it's just gonna make things worse. But I'll have it's in consideration, but it's very unlikely.
You know what? Another possible solution could be they know how to survive in the wild. And since the city can't take that many refugees, maybe they can, take them to a much secured out of the city locations. So
That's even harder, lad. They're gonna trust a bunch of orcs to take them to the forest.
yeah, so that's why you guys need to talk and have someone serve as the go-between in order for people to trust them and to keep an vigilant eye over them.
I'll have a.
Yeah.
I'll just talk. I'll figure this out. I'll take this into consideration. It's just.
Yeah.
Anyway, like he grabs Kurjin and leads gives them off to a guard and says, "Put them back in the cell. Our interrogation's done." It's like, so I have many paperwork to fill out with what just happened.
You know what?
Sorry.
Go do your thing. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Yeah.
And once I'm done, we could go get some drinks, maybe.
Yeah. And give the idea a thought. I mean,
And then you see Sir Hayek a bit more jolly this time. Back to his usual self in a way. He's saying, "We still need to celebrate our victory, don't we?"
true. This is
Indeed
indeed
so.
a victory. Yeah.
Our victory.
Victory.
The victory.
Alright.
And he just says, "I don't worry, the rats will be on me.
Alright.
I'll bring the rest of the men along as well.
Alright. Well, meet
Make sure you bring that lad Orin. He's a great guy."
Yeah. I know. He's a trusty ally of ours. And a good friend.
Anyway, if you want to have that drink, we'll be around the Splitting Inn.
Oh, okay. Do we know where the splitting inn is?
It's the one with the fighting pit.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. That one. Alright, cool. The splitting inn.
It has the best drinks and the best entertainment as well.
As Oren found out.
Yes. And as I won the bet. But, you know what? That's not important. Right.
Okay, so now you see Harrick go back to out of the cell and probably going back to his headquarters. And now, what would you two like to do?
I, for one, would like to... you know what? I'm gonna ask Valda. Do you have any ideas in mind?
Of what to do?
Yeah.
There's nothing specific I need to do currently. Oren asked me to find someone who can enchant items for me to learn it. But that is about it.
Okay. We also... Sorry, I'm gonna mute myself for now.
Well,
So, what now?
Okay, I'll give you two to. I guess you guys could probably just, if you don't have much to do, you can just wait at the Valkyrie's wing, or you could catch up with Arlen if ever. Just a suggestion.
yeah,
That's true.
let's do that. See what he found out or if we can help.
That really makes sense for Asger and Valda. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, so you guys will go to the local library. Now I'm gonna just step back to Orin. All right.
We're gonna smack a piece of metal with a hammer.
Yeah, and you go back to the Hammer and Horn, and you see the same, armless dwarf with his minotaur, and says, "You're back.
Yes.
What do you need?"
To learn from you. I'm not going to be here forever, and I may not come. Something may happen that prevents my returning here. Knowing how to effectively repair weapons and armor, or create new ones if necessary, seems like an important skill.
And he just looks at the Minotaur and says, "Hit it harder!" And then he looks back at you, and then you see the Minotaur just hits it harder. It's like, good. And he looks back at you. He's like, "The art of blacksmithing is not something you can learn in a day, lad."
I know how to swing a hammer, if that helps.
You can swing a hammer, but do you know how to hit metal?
No, Aaron's just going to hold out his hand for a hammer.
And he just looks off to the side and says, "You have to make it worth my while."
Okay, just gonna say, alright, define worth your while. What exactly did your big hairy friend here do to get an apprenticeship?
He looks at his arms, and he looks at him, saying, "Well, I can't craft without him. He's not an apprentice. You could say he's an equal level with me now. Just needs a few reminders, that's all."
I see.
Anyway.
What if I were to bring you the head of whatever took your arms?
His head was already taken.
What about the
Well,
rest of it?
I'm not out of revenge. To make it worth my while, I just need gold, money, payment. Nothing
How
goes
much?
for free.
Exactly how much?
I guess for now, just for a trial and see how much potential you have. Maybe just 5 silver will do.
Or we'll give him a whole gold piece.
Ooh.
It's gonna
And
raise the
he
bank.
smiles and says, "You know how to please me, lad." And he puts it in his pouch, and he gets a hammer, a very a one-handed hammer, tosses it to you. Oh no, he does. He looks at the Minotaur. Sorry, I keep forgetting he's
Yeah.
armless. He looks at the Minotaur and just says, he says, sorry, just looking for the Minotaur's name. He says, "Ironhorn, get him a hammer."
Alright. Up yours, Adrian. Up yours.
You see the Minotaur just toss casually the hammer towards you,
Warren casually catches it.
and it's like, "Well, you're strong. You already filled one of the criteria, but you need to know where to hit the hammer right." And then for the next few hours, I guess I'll just you try to emulate what Ironhorn is doing essentially,
Yeah.
but the problem is more of yes, you can swing the hammer. It's just more of you need to know how to mold the actual
Where to
molten
put
metal
it.
into what you.
Hmm.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's what most of the actual lesson is. It's how to hit it, and what exactly you need, what techniques you need to do,
Yeah.
a technique how many times how many heats you need to do, how you need to put it in oil so that you treat it with heat, that sort of thing, where you're learning more of the ins and outs essentially.
Ah.
And they're starting you off basic with swords, and then you can go up to more advanced things. Actually, not swords. They're starting you with spears. Sorry, that's the more simpler one. They're starting you off with spear tips, and then
Yeah.
and then eventually you'll get the swords, that sort of thing. And I want you to just roll a standard intelligence check just to see how much you can apply this quickly.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
That's an 11. Alright. That's an
All right,
11.
that's actually pretty good. So since most people can't really just entertain all of this information all at once, you catch up. You actually you know what you're doing. I guess you're average for now, but you're still catching up. So you just do it. You make a few mistakes, you hit it too hard, and then the molten metal breaks. So you have to get another one. You're only dealing with scrap metal, so nothing's really wasted.
Yeah.
But then you see Hurdle looks at you. He nods and says, "You are willing to learn." So, and then after a few hours, he says, he turns the sign and says, "All right, I'm closing. Come back next time if you want to learn more."
Alrighty, I will.
And I would say this would probably take, to just get the basics down, I would say it would take I guess even if you learn really fast, I would say 2 weeks. But mastering it is a completely different area per se, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess within 2 to 4 weeks, I guess you will be proficient in blacksmithing tools.
Okay.
Yeah, but actually making masterworks and stuff like that would require more rolls. But you would know how. You would try to do it. You can attempt it, essentially.
That's nice.
Well,
That's awesome.
Yep.
Alright.
So while that's done, we're gonna go Adrian's shopping adventure.
Oh boy.
Shopping.
Oh boy!
Yay!
And shopping. Anyway, let me scroll. Okay, for what you want to try to do, I need to roll investigation to find a place that's selling this.
I'll do this secretly. Just
Yeah,
for
go ahead. Just for fun. Ooh, you go around. You're not getting much. The most people you try to talk to are people that's on a rush and they're going around, and some people are just somewhat clueless about the area and they're not really that savvy with it. They just know of the common areas, and what you're looking for is somewhat niche, somewhat uncommon. So, like, you go around for like a few hours and you just seem to not like know where to go to get this.
Well, I
Sad?
can't do that
Welp.
much more. I should have gotten the thing where I add my charisma to my investigation checks.
Hmm.
But then I wouldn't have to do this. Yeah, I guess he's just gonna continue walking around then.
All right, I'll just say this is your for the day. This is gonna be your last investigation check.
It's fine. It's fine. He's just gonna use
Oh.
the rest of the day, and then arrive at the inn at some point.
All right. So that's it for Adrian. Really sad though. I really want to see if he can do it, but anyway, rolls, man. Anyway, back to Robin and back to Asger and Valda. Is Valda back?
I don't know. I am back. I'm always here. It's just the terrible noise from my window is unbearable. So
All right. Although Valda says she's gonna be back, she's gonna doing something real quick.
you know what?
All right.
I will ask Volda about why the orcs are so calm. You know, so unorkly. Other than that, I guess, or I'm gonna try to do some search around, like, how should I put this? To further learn, is there anything that could shed some light on the ruined temple of Toftus? That's probably it.
Yeah, in the library, I assume.
Yes, so probably there.
Yeah. Are you gonna look for Arlen, or will you just go straight through?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look for Arlen. That is.
All right. You see Arlen like off to like the right side of the library, and he has this one whole table to himself. Like it's a long table that can fit like probably 6 people, but the table is all for himself. You see like a bunch of books stacked, and like you see a bunch of paper like going off, like there like notes and things like that. And you see Arlen just like you see he's like grabbing a book off the shelf. It's like, oh, you guys are here.
Oh, hi. Yeah. We're here. The matter's done, so I just want to come here and check if you found anything, or if there's anything new. You know?
I can see Arlen a bit like disappointed. He says, "No, not much. The books here are limited about religion. It's just more of dwarven history and dwarven, like, I guess, craftsmanship. If this was Alfland, I would easily find the books I'm looking for, but none of it is here. So I'm just grasping at straws to which books might be what I'm looking for."
Okay. Oh, you're back, Valda. I was just saying, along the way, I would like to ask you about the reason why the orcs are so rational. Just out of curiosity.
I would tell them their story. I just didn't want to like say it in front of everyone because I thought it was like kind of impolite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'll tell them.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice. So DM, I just want to ask, have I know or heard anything that would help, orcs to become brighter, that kind of deal?
No. The whole drinking from the pond, where it's not something you would know.
Okay. Just want to make a check.
Yeah.
The well of wisdom. But anyway.
I mean, like, I'll allow you to do Arcana advantage.
Okay. Arcana check with disadvantage. 19.
Because it's very obscure. Holy shit! Okay, Valda, you do?
Go ahead.
Yeah. I'd like to do it too.
Get a natural...
Nope.
Oh. Alright.
Valda, you don't you try to recall anything and you assume the pond may be magical in some way, but you don't know much, so you just assume it's magical. But Asger, for you, instead, you kind of realize that. Oh, bye, Adrian. Okay,
Yeah,
so
he's already left Roll20, so
yeah,
leave him message on Discord. Yeah.
yeah. So, what you know is that I think it's something to have about. Although you're not sure about the pond, you know it's somewhat magical.
Uh-huh.
But when you kind of remember, you remember the name Kurjin. It's similar to the name Kurja. And Kurja is the orc god of war, essentially. So since the name has that like connection, although you're not sure how the pond really works, you can assume that since the blessing, you can probably connect that the pond may have been blessed by Kurja,
Okay.
essentially.
Interesting.
And that whoever drinks from the pond could probably gain his blessing.
Okay.
Huh.
Well, it's an orcish god, probably a racial thing. I share that, like, knowledge
Yeah,
with
you
Valda.
you can assume that it could be racial, probably.
Yeah, I share that knowledge with Valda, so it's like,
Oh, I see.
yeah,
Well, that's interesting to know.
really, that is. May have help later on, but who knows? Well, and to help to have everyone understand, we are here at the library right now with
Yeah.
Arlen. So
And then Arlen just like
probably
looks
also listen to this.
like Arlen just looks dissatisfied and just like, I don't have books.
The pain. The pain.
I
is
miss
real.
Alfred, and you see like he just like slumps to the table. It's like, there's no good books around here.
Okay.
And like you see that he
you
grabs.
might find something that you wouldn't be able to find in Elflin, but you won't
I-
have the masses of books you have back there.
Yeah.
I doubt it. Almost everything is in Alphalin. Like you see him a bit sad. Like, I guess it's what they have to sacrifice for going around the world or going around Midgard.
True.
And then he just like
Oh, someone's upset.
sorry.
No, just kidding. Cute dog.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You see Arlen just like grabs one book and says, "This is about Toftus, but it's about their lumbering business." Grabs another book and he says like, "This is about, I guess, history of Ravendal." Denshi Toftus could be in there, and he grabs another book. Like it's very sad. Like
Uh-huh.
you're like, these are all history books. None of these are the books we need to know about.
You
Hell.
know what? No, not necessarily. You see, some of the history might reveal something interesting from
Well,
another
that's-
perspective.
Well, that's why I grabbed it, but I've tried skimming through it. It seems like there's not much about Toftus or the ruins there. I tried looking for journals, but they don't keep journals here either.
Yeah.
I mean, if in doubt, we could always go check in Elflin.
that is very much true.
I can teleport us there.
All right, you can. Oh, can we go back? Can we go back? And please, books.
Please, folks. Well,
What do you say, Oscar? Should we?
I don't think there will be much, like, to be honest, because it will take some time. It might have some information, but right now, I'm not sure time is on our side. So, as much as I would love more information, I would take my chances here and go investigate it instead.
Oh, okay. And like you see Arlen just like slump down back to the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, sometimes time is of the essence. Not everything you
Yeah.
can learn from a book. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to learn by experience.
Yes. Don't worry.
And you,
Yeah.
and then you see like Arlen just like he's like he looks like he stands up, he looks down, he grabs all the books out, he's like he starts returning it back like
Yeah.
here you go, this one too. It's like
We just
and like
copy
he-
the ones we need. Yeah. That's it.
and like he only has
Yeah.
he has one book and it's like, well, this one book should help. It's the history of Toftus. Or like yeah. And like
That
he
is
just
cool.
we should be able to borrow this, right?
Probably.
Probably.
I will go fill that out then. And then like he just goes off, walks slowly to the
Yeah.
receptionist. Sadly like writes all of his details and like goes back to you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's all we need. We rest for the night, and then tomorrow, first thing in the morning, we go. We go and visit it.
Alright.
Yep.
He's like, okay, and like you see he put the bag in his back and then he grabs another book out and then like he just starts reading through it.
Oh, and be sure you prepare all the spells you need. I know it takes some time, so yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. So I guess that's it for me.
Alright, so I assume like because it's already nighttime, so I assume everyone just goes back to the Valkyrie's ring.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are going to the splitting end.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh,
We
So I assume
regroup
like
with Oren and Adrian in
Yeah.
the library. We wait until they, come to the library and tell them that we're going to the splitting inn for drinking parties and such.
Hmm.
And we go there.
so I mean, does Orion agree to just having a nice round of drinks for free?
Haha. Who are you
Aha.
asking? Who are you asking?
Orion.
It's Oren.
Oren will agree to that.
Yeah, so everyone's gonna go to splitting in.
Yeah.
Noise.
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 We only
And,
have to convince Oren there is going to be a fight. That's it. That's all he needs to hear.
And as you enter to the splitting in, you hear another. You see like the always familiar entry every time you enter the splitting in is you see someone like woohoo, and then you see another person just jumping into the pit,
Yeah.
and then you see another person just getting
Yeah.
tossed outside the pit to the wall. It's like
Yeah.
you bastard, and he's just gonna jump into the pit, and you see everyone's like
Yeah.
like
Fight,
taking their mugs.
fight.
And then it's like they're just chugging everything in,
Yeah.
and it's like, and you see that off to the side, like a big like table has been reserved for. You see Harek like just chugging down like a whole mug, and you see the rest of his men. Like you see the two scouts and then the two like heavy
Yeah.
armored ones. They're wearing normal clothing now. They're drinking.
Oh, you guys
the
started
scout-
without us.
Well, you were late, so. And then you see Harry gets a bit tipsy now at this point.
Yeah.
And he's like, Orin, you bastard, you gotta fight with me inside the pit. Just you and me, one-on-one.
Who is he talking to? Me?
Orin.
Orin.
Oh, thank God. I
Yeah.
push Oren to the front. He's all yours. Take it from here.
Yeah, Oren's
Go
like,
ahead,
"What-
Oren.
What do you expect me to do about it? Why don't you-"
A fight is promised, so a fight it shall be. Go ahead.
All right.
Does Orin accept the fight?
Oren's just like, okay. Oren's like,
Well,
all
that's
right,
just like-
fine. Let's get this over with.
Yeah.
You have some honor to defend, don't you?
And then Harry just looks at you, he's like, are you dismissing me so early? I know you're strong, but
No,
And then-
I was just say it's not that it's just that there's other things that need to be done. I would normally never pass up a good fight, but
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Let's make this quick, and then he cracks his knuckles.
Orange crashes too. All right. So what check do I have to make?
Well, old Hayek looks at the guys like settling around the pigs, like, hey, this one and me are gonna have a one-on-one, and then you see that's the same guy that you can, the same like organizer, the one you beat
the
up
buggy.
like
Yes.
a whole free for all, and he's just like, "Are you sure about that one, Hayek?" And then Hayek's like, "Yeah, I can take this one," and then he's just like, "Okay," and then he like lists it's like, all right, everyone clear the field, and like everyone clear the pit, and then you see Hayek just jumps in, he trips, he falls down, but he's like, all right, let's go.
All right, Orange in the pit, and he's ready to
Let's
go.
go.
Let's go. What would you like to drink, Valda? I'm gonna order some drinks.
And you see the four guards like just like kind of like looking down, a bit embarrassed. And then one of them says, "Yeah, the boss gets like this every time he drinks a lot."
You know
Maybe
what?
something
You will
strong.
be sober in no time.
The worst one was when he almost like like trash talk a Noble right in front of them right here.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, and then you see like the two scouts like get off their seats and like, okay, we just have to make sure that once he's taken down, we'll bring him up, splash water in his face, and like they stand by the side of the pit, getting ready to like get him out, and then, all right, let's go, and then let's roll initiative, like just a very fun like. Actually, let's not roll initiative. Anyway, we'll just do checks on each other.
Alright.
So
Athletics.
yeah, just athletics versus athletics.
Ooh.
That's an average roll.
Nice.
And then, Oren, you're the first one to get the advantage, right? I would just say 3 successes. Like it's probably up to 3, so we'll just keep having contests. So you engage into like this like arm lock, like pushing each other, and
Yeah.
since the dwarf doesn't have the height advantage, you win this easily. And then you see like he's on the ground now and he's trying to escape, and let's do another athletics.
13. That's a low roll for me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And with this small stature, he like rolls out to the side, and like as you like try to go down on him, he like he goes off to the side, he jumps up, and then he tries to like triangle choke you from the back, from your back.
Ooh, nice.
We're gonna do another.
Bip.
Oh, I'm not too sure about this. Ooh, okay. What do you do while he tries to like choke you from the back?
I just reach up. I just grab him and then flip him over my shoulder onto his back in front of me.
Ow, that hurts.
Ow. Okay, so if Orion gets the next succeed, he wins this. So he's on the ground and he looks at you and he's gonna try
Oh,
to.
he's gonna get out unless he does catastrophically bad.
Nope.
Yeah.
He rolls
So
to the side again, and this
Yeah.
time he like. This time he puts so much force, like he's trying to like tackle your legs so that you fall down with him.
All right. So now we're basically wrestling on the ground. All right.
Yeah.
Last check.
This is it. This is the last one. This is where it all goes to.
This is where Orange gonna lose. He's
Go, Orange.
Oh, there's no. Okay, I can for a nat 20.
Nope.
Okay.
Nah.
Oren, how do you wanna?
Finish
Win.
him.
How do you wanna finish him?
I don't finish him. I basically roll him onto his back and then like twist both of his arms behind his back and hold him there with one hand.
It's like, come on, finish me off properly. This is not the Warriors end, not the Warriors. Come on. And you see that. You see.
Your city needs you. Your city
Hey.
needs you. Are you really going to abandon your duty to your city? Because
I just mean you
couldn't-
knock me out good and proper.
All right. In that case, I grab his head and smack him to the ground.
And you knock him out, and then the two scouts just like you see the two scouts on the side just face palm like, and like they go down the pit and it's like they grab Hayek and it's like we'll get him.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Orange,
Now they give a thumbs up. That was a nice fight.
Hmm.
And then you see that most people are like, that was an easy bet.
Yeah, that was.
And you guys go back to the seat, and like you see that Hayek's pouch is still with like one of the guards. Like, yeah, this is our budget for the day or like for the night.
Yeah.
Like you see, it's for all the drinks and food.
Yeah.
And you see Arlen like look at the mug, and it's like, I don't drink.
Then do not.
Or it says that you don't drink beer.
I mean, I've never tried.
You know what?
That's okay.
Let's get him something.
Let's get
Let's
him
start you
something.
off online. Something very simple. Something very simple.
You know what?
Valda
Apple
orders
juice.
something really strong.
Oh my god.
Twice, like for herself and the boy.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. What did you order?
So like you see like a bar waitress like go near you Val. It's like, yes, what do you need?
Me?
Give me the strongest you have.
Oh my god, you just say it?
But no, she whispers it
Okay.
into her ear. Looks at Arlen and smiles sheepishly.
Yeah.
Oh
Nice.
god.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay.
Hey guys, I seem to recall the last time she did this, she passed out. She was passed out drunk.
Yeah.
Orange was downing them left and right with his king size liver.
You see that the waitress like, oh, okay, and then like she obviously isn't expecting it from you two, but she's gonna get you drinks either way. And you see that she gets like this is a slightly smaller mug, but you see the liquid in it like looks
Golden?
has a very deep like reddish purple like
Oh,
color to it.
Nice.
and then like it says like, all right, this is the fire of a dragon, and he just like puts it there and says you could, the taste is from Sutir's descendants themselves or something like that, to that effect, something like. And then Arlen just looks at it and it's like, so this is simple.
Very simple.
You know what? I pass him some bread with some potatoes, mashed potatoes, as well as some steak. You know what? Chuck this down first. Then we go with the simple. You know? Just
Okay, and
start
then, like
you easy. Start you with something
he
easy.
eats the bread.
Yeah.
Aaron realizes what Valda is doing. He just gives her a look. He's like, Valda, I know you want to get some laughs, but this is a smart little boy, and we kind of need him to keep his intelligence. We don't want to burn his brain out.
In that case, you better take care of him. She says.
Oren will take the drink, and before Arlen can take a sip, he's gonna just drink it for him.
He takes a sip though. He takes a sip, and then you grab the cup,
Yeah.
and then okay, I'm just gonna see.
Vala takes a huge gulp too.
Yeah.
Like she just chucks down the whole thing.
All right.
Oh
so does that
man,
mean
we're
we
gonna
gotta do a
lose all our
Constitution
wizards.
save?
Yeah.
A con save, Justin.
Ooh,
Okay, he's
the
able to
boys
stay.
succeed.
Ooh, nice.
And like he grabs the bread, and then he sips. It's like he grabbed it away from him. It's like, hey, that actually tastes pretty good.
Yeah, or
Should I-
do we have to make con saves now?
Yeah.
All right, I will do it.
I mean, no, just me and
I'm
Paula,
drinking it
because we're
too.
Drinking.
So
Oh, we're
everyone's
all
drinking it. It's just
20.
Everyone's
Oh, nice.
doing awesome. This is
Valda
nothing.
just looks at the barmaiden. This is the strongest you've got?
And then she's like, well,
It was.
we have a
strongest.
stronger one, but it's we don't give
Go
it
ahead,
out
bring
normally."
it.
And she's like, okay, and then like she goes off to the side, talks to like the head, and then it's like, I
The
think
chef.
they want a stronger one, and he's like, and like, you see him widen his eyes, and then you see this like halfling get off his chair and then walks towards you guys like, you guys want a stronger one?
Absolutely, this was nothing. Do you see anyone here being drunk in the slightest?
And then he points to the boy and he's like, he didn't get drunk.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
he said it tasted good.
Yeah.
And then he's like, my reputation's on the line. And he's like, he's going he goes to the storeroom. And he grabs some stuff. And he's he grabs this pitcher and gets the small mugs again, pours everything on it. This time it has instead of reddish purple, it's just a more dark purple, almost black in a way, very almost to black. But you see that the way it has a lot of foam too, and it's not viscous at all. It's just very smooth. It seems like.
Okay.
And now it might sound cliche, but I call this the Ragnarok.
All right.
Let's see if it's worth its name.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this has a high DC. Okay, I'm just saying this has a really high DC.
You know what? Let's down the mug.
Actually, you know what? Oren's not going to do it. He's going to do the smart thing. He's going to be your designated driver.
Wait
Alright.
a minute. I'm gonna try to see. Did Oren do a sleight of hand?
Oren has done nothing. He's
just not participating, I
He
assume.
won't participate. He's going to realize that this stuff is really tough, and there's every bit of opportunity his liver will let him down. So he is going to make sure that if the lady does pass out, he'll help her home. And if Valda passes out, he'll help Valda home too.
Wait,
You
what?
see that? You see the guards around,
I know what you've done there, Oren.
you see the guards off to the side. They look at each other. It's like, we would drink with you, but we have shifts tomorrow.
All right. Okay.
And they stick to their normal ale.
Okay.
So apparently,
Aha.
Making-
That
Jesus.
is nothing. That thing got nothing on me.
she takes it.
All right.
Oh.
Oh my god!
That thing got nothing on us. We just chuck it down, swipe the mouth, and I look at Oren and say, chicken. Called it.
This is nothing.
I'm just gonna look at Sherry. He's going to say. He's just going to say, "Fools rush where angels fear to tread."
And then you see. Okay,
they're going to say, "Well, in this case, fools chug what angels fear to drink."
and then you see the halfling just look like as you down your entire mug and you guys look entirely fine. He's like, you guys are not mortal. And then he just he points to another table. It's like, these guys just drank those and just look at them. And then you see them crawling they're trying to get outside, but they're just crawling. It's like you see one dwarf just walking hey man, we have to get home, and then he falls into the pit.
Fine.
I still look at Oren, just called it. Just.
And then you see Arlen just he puts the mug down, he drinks everything. He's like, that was delicious, and you see him almost tip over from his seat, and it's like, I should do this more often. It's really
I'm
good.
gonna grab him and say, "No, you shouldn't.
Oh man.
I will not envy your headache when you wake up."
Valda laughs.
Yeah.
Seems like the little boy is not taking it too well.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then he continues to say yeah, I just really want to be like you guys. You guys can do anything. And then you see he
Oh.
Oh. You so
when you guys fought that fire giant thing, I wanted to be like you guys, but I'm not that strong.
With enough training, you will be.
Yeah.
Just give it time. Give it time.
Okay, I'll believe you guys. And then you see that he's even more he's really tipsy this time.
Yeah.
It's just I'm gonna take him back to the Valkyrie's wing now. He needs to lie down.
Yeah. All right.
It's okay, and then you see that he tries to walk, and then he's he goes on his he's like, can you? I don't think I can walk.
Oren's going to do the fireman's carry. He's going to just swing him. Fireman's carry him out.
And then, like, on his way out, he waves, like, bye, guys.
Yeah. I'm gonna, before he leaves, I'm gonna put my fingers, in front of the kid. It's like, how many fingers am I holding?
How many fingers are you
I'm
holding
holding
up?
2. I'm holding 2.
Alright. I'm gonna roll perception at disadvantage.
No, I'm asking the boy, not me.
No. Yeah, the boy is gonna roll perception.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
He's like, you're holding up too. I can count.
He's okay, I guess. We'll see tomorrow
It could be
morning.
worse.
Yeah. What is that?
That's my mom.
That's
No. The
he's
picture.
carrying him.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
okay.
how he's carrying him.
Yeah, and he waves like with one hand like behind Oris, like bye guys, and then like takes him out.
Yeah.
And then you see like the rest of the dwarf just realize like what Valdo was trying to do and like looks. Did you really just try to get that kid drunk?
Absolutely.
And then they just laugh and like, that's how you do it. And then they just they drink their ale.
Yeah.
And then they look at each other though like, we won't take any of you in the drinking contest, by the way. We'll bet though.
You wouldn't even be able to beat me in the pit.
And then you see one of the dwarves just like,
Ooh.
and then they just like, you see one dwarf just gets off his seat, and then the other guys just sit him down. It's like, not tonight, brother.
Yep.
Valda gives him the most arrogant look she can muster. The most taunting, arrogant look of, you are pathetic.
And then you see Harrick from his like drunken like sleep is like, I'll take you on, and then he just like later. And then you see the guard. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna roll like wisdom saving throw to see if he will actually go down and fight you.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No, he does. He's like, I'll take you on right now, and he rolls up his sleeves, and then like the rest of the guys are just like, okay, no, he won't. Okay, that's it over.
Valda?
And like there goes Eric, and then like Eric just like gets off his seat. Eric is one of the heavy armored dudes, the ones you guys fought with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
the
god.
So he's like, he gets down the pit and he's like, this girl wants to challenge me.
Oh no.
Yes, she does.
As her chaperone, I stand up. As her chaperone, when a lady says that, it is my duty to take on whoever foe.
Valda.
Yes.
Valda coughs.
Do I have the
I
honor,
think
my
not.
lady? Yeah.
No, you do not.
Oh, really?
I do not need anyone to protect me. Did
Oh
I
my
ever?
God. That is
A strong,
very true.
independent woman. I respect that.
Respect. Mad
It's-
respect.
Well, I respect that. I'm kind of worried that she's so drunk she might just let slip who she really is. I'm a little worried. But Orin is not there to bail you out of this problem, so...
You know what? My lady, take it from here.
I'm gonna turn my mic off and I'm gonna watch.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm gonna let Volda do her thing. Like, she clearly have the confidence she can do it, and I trust her. I just sat down.
Valda gets into the ring, casts haste on
Okay,
herself.
wait. Well, the question, how, like, I want you to roll, how would I say this? You're goading him. I want you to roll performance with advantage.
Nice.
Since you were very
How
arrogant
confident.
and you said the right things, just roll performance with advantage. That makes it, he's like, I'll take you on with magic, you wizard. Then like, I can still beat you. And he cracks his knuckles.
Whoops.
You want me to cast magic on you?
And he's like, I can still beat you with magic. All I need are these, and then he arms.
Ooh.
Are you absolutely certain about this?
Yeah, and then you see that everyone starts betting, and then like everyone is like betting, like there's half.
You know what?
People are betting
You know what?
on Valdo, half are-
I'm betting as well. I'm betting, let's say, 20 gold pieces just Valda can crush the guy.
All right, and then he's like, and then you see the organizers look at each other. Are we gonna allow magic? And then it's like he looks at, hey lady, just don't cast anything that will destroy the tavern. All right.
She nods.
All right, and then they nod at each other. Yeah, this should work. And then the dwarven's just like cracking his knuckles, getting ready, and then you see the guy's like, okay, fight in 3, 2, 1, initiative. We'll just do initiative because like casting spells is different from athletics contest.
Yes.
Man, this is gonna end so well. Oh my god, a 25!
It's
You're on a roll, that
It's
girl.
over. Okay, go Val. Cast whatever you're gonna do.
Valda's gonna cast confusion on him.
What?
gonna cast
Confusion?
confusion.
Oh my god.
What is it? A save or is it just it's automatic?
Saving throw, I guess.
It's a saving throw. Let me
Confusion.
hear. I think it was wisdom. Let me
Let's
see.
Yes, wisdom saving
Yeah,
throw.
wisdom.
Yeah.
Your DC is 15, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
He
Nah.
doesn't make it.
Nice.
Okay, he's gonna roll a 1d10, right?
Yep.
Yes. To see what he does.
This is gonna be amazing. 7. This
Seven.
uses as their chameleon attack against a randomly determined creature within his view. If there's no creature within the creature is just okay. So the Eric just like he stands still. He's like he punches the air for a bit, it's like, and then looks at you, squints his eyes, and then looks at you again, and then he can't do anything for his turn. So he doesn't make a saving throw, I assume. It just lasts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
the
it's your
effect
turn.
just lasts. Like,
Wait.
for a minute, I believe.
No, it doesn't last for a
And
minute.
it's-
It can. Let me see.
At the start of each turn.
the only-
Yeah.
the only
Yeah, at the
time
start of
you
each
can-
turn.
At the start of each turn, like your turn or his
Mm-hmm.
turn.
His turn.
No. He doesn't make any save afterwards.
Wait. The
It
spell
doesn't. It doesn't
saw-
say here.
Oh, at the end of each of its turns, an effective target can make a wisdom saving throw.
Does
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna make
Let's
another
see.
saving throw for the end of his
it?
turn.
Oh, okay.
He makes it.
And then he just like he
Okay.
fixes his head. It's like, is that all you got?
She lifts her eyebrow.
Oh no.
Your
You-
turn, by the way.
You did not just taunt a woman.
Taunt the woman. He did. Him gonna cast ray of sickness on him. Since he's drunk, he might just fucking vomit right there.
Oh,
He's tipsy.
man.
He's not full on drunk. He has
Oh my god.
that hits. Oh god. Oh, God. He makes it, but he gets 11 poison. He's like, and he's like, I'm gonna get you. And then like so. Is it his turn right now?
Yes, it's his turn.
He's gonna rush up to you and he's gonna try to pin you to the ground. He's gonna tackle you.
Oh snap.
So is it athletics? I assume, yeah, athletics, right?
I
Or yeah, athletics.
To avoid getting tackled?
Oh yeah, okay. So athletics is only for fun to break out. So acrobatics. They're athletics. Yeah. So athletics
Dex
versus
save,
athletics.
right?
It doesn't matter, honestly.
Okay.
What? Oof, no.
Whoop.
Tackles you to the ground, and that's his turn. Though you're on the ground right now, melee to melee.
She's gonna Misty Step out of there.
And then like you misty step. Is like, where are you? And then like did you misty step behind him? I assume.
Pretty much, yes.
He looks behind. It's like, you only have limited uses. I'll get you. And then
Will you?
your turn.
She still have her action, so
Yeah,
She
it's still your
does,
turn.
yes. Let me think for a second. Okay. I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on him.
Okay.
okay. Modest.
Holy shit.
but it's cool. Wow, you seriously are on a roll tonight. Like,
I
look at all
am.
those 20s.
And then after you do the Ray of Frost, he starts shivering a lot, and he can barely stand up. Like he tries to stand up, but he's still willing to go. But then you see Asger at your side. You see one of his heavy armored counterpart stand up. He gets he has a cloth. He throws it in the pit. It's like, all right, he gives up. And then he sees Eric looks towards his friends like, what are you doing? I still got her. And then he's shivering. He's like, I still got her. And then you see the guys like, nope, brother, you're done for the night. And then it's like, oh, come on. And then he comes into the pit, drags him out. We still have shifts later. And then he's like, I'll get you. And then
Was that everything?
and he tries to break out, but you see his brother's like, okay, come on.
Oh,
And then
man.
he whispers he whispers something. He's like fine, and then he leaves.
All right,
She's so aggressive today.
that's awesome.
And then you see Robin,
win
you
the
get
money.
20 gold from that. It was a straight 50-50, so you double your money.
Nice. I get 40. I bet 20.
You gain 20,
Yeah, I gain
basically.
20. Yeah, nice. So
And you see the entire ordeal kind of made it a bit awkward on the table. You see the scouts just drinking lightly, they're kind of sipping it now. And you see the scouts are like, yeah, we have to head back to the barracks. We'll get a night's rest.
yeah. Thanks for the fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun seeing Eric get beaten up again.
Yeah.
And then you see the brother he taps Eric's go with them, and then you see the hold on, sorry, I'm just looking for the actual name of the guard. I've written all of these things down actually.
It's okay. Take your time.
And then okay, and then you see he's the only dwarf left, and then in the future, can I ask you not to do that to Eric again?
Did it hurt his pride?
Well, his pride is already hurt when his wife left him, so he has
Oh, snap.
quite a
She
bad
doesn't.
spot for women.
She lifts an eyebrow. I don't see how that is my problem if he gets that easily taunted.
Well, yeah, but just for the sake of it and for my brother, I ask that you don't goad him like that again. I mean, it is his fault. I'm trying to get him to get over it, but he hasn't gotten over it for 20
Okay.
years now.
Then I will not.
Thank you. And then it's a sincere thank you. It's some of the guards just like to mess with him sometimes, just as a brother that hurts me. Anyway,
She
and then,
nods.
he has the pouch, and he pays the rest of everything, the Ragnarok and the
Dragon's Fire.
the bread,
Yeah.
Dragon's Fire,
Yeah.
and and then he leaves as well as he nods, says thank you, and then he leaves, and then I assume you guys go back to the Valkyrie's wing.
Yep. I finished my meal and yeah. I split the money with her. Just here's your share.
So 10 gold each, yeah.
Yes. So you receive 10 gold.
Nice.
Nice bet. Thanks for the good
Nice
show.
bet, nice bet.
I'm pretty sure I could have beaten him with my fists too, but if he wants me to use spells, more than haste.
I believe you as well. Yeah.
So you go back to the Valkyrie's wing, and then it's around closing time already. But since you're, of course, people that are living here, you guys just go in, and you see the Perda just fixing everything. It's well, you're back late, Darius. Well, I hope everything was all right for
It's
both of you.
alright. It's a fun party. Everyone enjoyed a good laugh and a good fight. So yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I saw the boy earlier on Sir Orange. He's so adorable. And then
Tell me
can't
about
hold
it.
his liquor.
Yeah.
And then she's like, all right. And then she goes off like back. It's like, all right, your room should just be ready. And like she goes back to like her own room.
Yeah, I nod and I go upstairs.
Same.
So if I remember correctly, sorry, what's your arrangement that you? Sorry, do you guys have different rooms or do you guys live
I
in the
believe
same
so.
room?
We have different rooms, like for each of us.
Yeah,
I think we did, yeah.
Yeah.
but is it wise to leave Arlen in his own room?
I think Oren is with taking care of him, right? If he's not, I'm gonna check. If he's not,
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
say we're gonna check together. Apparently,
okay.
So you guys go to Arlen's room. It's I think it's probably unlocked. And then Oren, would you be in Arlen's room right now? Just a question. I assume you would be because you're taking care of it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you see Oren just like there in Arlen's room, and you see Arlen just like on the bed, he's sleeping, but like he's talking in his sleep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, you clearly have done a good job looking after him, so keep on at it. We'll be off for the night.
And like you hear him mumble, I'll get better, I'll get better.
You already
will
are, my
regret it.
boy. Yeah, you already are. Alright. Well, I bid Valda good night, and I'm going to my own room. So, for night.
Hmm. Yeah, I think we all will do that.
Yeah, you guys all go to sleep, and that's where I'm gonna end it for the night. For the day.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, okay, before anyone leaves, I'm getting XP out immediately. Hold on.
XP, please.
Jesus, you guys did a lot of fighting, so I just gotta hand it like props, like. Dude.
Nice. That was an awesome fight.
She just had her competitive nature come out.
Yep.
She needed to do this.
So,
She didn't mean bad by declining Asuka, by the way. Like
No, it's
just in her
totally
in her
fine. But
family.
yeah, like it's a really strong power move, I would say.
the power move.
The power
It's
move.
it's kind of in her family. Like letting someone help you, that's like admitting weakness to her.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
that's why she instantly declined.
Yeah. But
So
yeah, we
from
get to see
the-
another side of Valda, which is awesome. Yeah. I
Okay,
respect that.
from the hold on, I'm getting my calculator because the first fight with the Knight and Berkut, you didn't necessarily defeat them, but you did survive the encounter.
Yes.
So I'm gonna give XP for that.
Nice. And we connect the dots. Those are
Yeah, I'm gonna of course give you XP for that too. That's you guys are connecting the dots. Yeah,
Justin, can I ask you something?
yeah.
Talk to Dennis. Can we have Valda and Adrian fight tomorrow? Next time. She
Fight
challenged
where?
him, but he wasn't there. No, like rewind in the bar, basically.
Ah.
Oh man.
She
We'll
would
see.
definitely challenge him.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
So for the surviving with the encounter with the knights, that's 1,500 XP.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Hey, these guys were strong. You guys survived. You got yo, that's good. You know.
Yeah,
Someone
we
did
got
the math for me.
Yeah. Oh,
Thank you.
It's alright. We're currently at
And then
This-
with the orcs,
that's-
I'm just
that's
Film.
with the new 1,500 EXP. We're
Wait.
currently at here.
We're at 24,000?
Yes,
No. What?
I believe so. At least that's what I have on my
23,000?
sheet.
Yeah, 23,000. We upgrade to 24,500.
Yeah,
Oh,
24,500.
then I didn't update my XP for a while.
Yeah, we are at level 7 right now. So we are about 10,000 away from leveling up. So
and
I'm looking forward to
the
it.
fight with the orcs. I had to split it with a lot of people, so
Yeah,
that's
true.
1,075.
Okay. 1,075.
1075?
1075. Yeah.
All right. Nice.
Okay, so we are still 10 grand away.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to.
And
Yeah,
for
well,
connecting the
nice.
dots, okay, just out of character, I like that you guys are connecting the dots, but it's not head on just yet. It's just like theories, which I like to see.
All right.
So I would say just around another. I'll give like 800 XP to that.
All
Because
right.
like this is big. This is big. A big like revelation in a way.
All right.
So yeah, 800.
So that's the total.
26,375.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Someone put that in the chat to make sure Adrian notes it.
All right. I will. Sorry. Ignore the 200. I should have. This is the correct number. I didn't remove the 200.
Yeah. There we go.
That's the total.
We got a whole lot of XP today.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
I just need one more level, and I can start making items for you guys.
Oh, are you taking any feat in crafting?
I'll be taking Fighter 3. I'll be becoming a fighter level 3 fighter,
Okay.
and I will be taking the Battlemaster path, which gives you proficiency in artisan's tools.
Nice.
And that's how you get the blacksmith proficiency.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly. That's how I'm gonna
Hell
get it.
yeah! There you go.
And then I can start making plate armor for everybody.
Yep. I still have one left in the city. We're probably never gonna go back to. Well, not before our journey ends. So.
Yeah. Okay, that's a recession. I have a lot of stuff planned right now. It seems like
That's awesome.
yeah.
We probably gave you a lot of ideas too. So. Yeah. Cheers
I
for
mean,
that.
the theories. Don't worry, I already have a set plan. I don't. When I have set plans, but even though I like taking ideas, for this one, I'm setting it in stone. But the theories, they're getting there. I like that.
All right. Nice.
Nice.
I like how things are actually connected. Because that's the thing I was worried about. Like, I can these clues, but will they pick up on it? And it seems like you are. So, yeah,
Nice.
nice.
That's what I like to hear.
And I was
I love that.
very entertained by the fact that you guys, or not really you guys, but Arlen was getting drunk. So,
Same
Poor
here,
boy.
honestly. The little boy.
Yeah.
little boy only wants to be the
Yeah.
best wizard in the land.
He's
Then he
gonna-
needs
getting
to
there.
continue training.
Yeah, he's getting there.
Training.
Yep.
And right now, there's actually a lot of. I just think about it right now. There's a lot of things developing, and like I'm just like, damn, how am I gonna bring this all together in one knot? Like so it all ties up together, which will be fun either way.
Yeah.
I guess at least Valda showed a more personal side of hers for once.
Yeah.
Yes, her
She
willingness
shows
to-
more like aspect that we didn't know of. So it's cool.
Mm.
It's always there. It's just never really, shown.
Yeah.
So
She's
it's
just
awesome.
very serious most of the time.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think trying to get the little boy drunk speaks volumes of her character.
And I didn't know that Oren would turn down a drink offer. I thought he would be like, all right, if you want a challenge, there's a challenge for you.
Well, it's because Oren has been putting together all this crap, all the clues that we've been picking up into those
Yeah.
theories. And right now, normally he would, but
He's not in a
upon
drinking
realizing
mood today.
Yeah. Well, one, he's not in a drinking mood because this is way too serious to get drunk over. Two, he's figured he might not be the only one who's figured this out, and the other people who figured this out might be bad people who want to stop someone who wants to stop like Coil or Hell or whoever this is. So yeah, he's putting that wisdom and intelligence scores to use.
Yeah.
So I hope the sessions are going like since after it's been like a few sessions, and I hope it does feel somewhat more sandboxy in a way, or at least more open ended. A lot of possibilities.
It is. We actually
It
do
is.
a lot of research, which is awesome. In-game research, which is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
love-
do enjoy the RP with you guys.
Yeah.
Mm.
I love we like how we piece piece by piece gather all the information and realize, oh, there's a bigger picture moving forward. So
Yeah,
that's what I
yeah.
love about D&D.
The RP is so fun.
Yeah.
The last, like, when you're just in the tavern, I was like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And, like, what I'm trying to do right now is give names to the, or at least give more personality, more, like, background NPC, like the guards and the scouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so that it feels more real in a way, not like every guard is like,
The same.
yeah, we'll guide you to your
Just guard.
location, and then that's it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They're not just
Yeah.
prop tools, they're actually, you know, a part of the
People,
world.
yeah.
Yeah.
I now made a dwarf an enemy.
You heard a dwarf. You rub salt into a wound of a person
Yeah.
that lost his wife.
Eric will remember this.
Sadly,
Eric will remember this.
Sadly, Valda does not care. She was about to say something really mean, but held back.
Oh.
This action will have consequences.
Yes.
She was about to say something really mean.
Oh,
No wonder why your wife left you.
no.
Oh no! Oh,
Sick burn.
She
Feels
would
bad,
have said
man.
something along the lines of, if you don't want to get beaten up by a woman, then either get stronger, get over it, don't dwell on the past, don't be a weakling, or be crushed.
and then he's just gonna cry on the spot.
Yeah.
I just loved you so much, and then like breaking
Valda
down
is-
tears.
Yeah, Valda's not going to be let near alcohol again.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want my wizard drunkenly picking fights and then blowing spell slots.
The most horrifying part is she's not drunk. She is sober. That is her.
She was sober.
Yeah. That's the best part. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm pretty sure she was just taken in by the whole mood.
the experience,
Yeah.
the whole mood. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get high off the
Yeah.
mood. If everyone's drunk, you're drunk.
Yeah. And besides, I think everyone is showing a little bit different reaction to the intake of this heavy information. Like Volda is like trying to get a hold of the situation, so maybe her, you know, stronger side just appeals like to that situation.
Yeah,
And-
just trying to make.
Yeah, Oren, on the other hand, turns really rational and just strategic about his
Yeah.
choices, so that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Adrian,
Yes.
well, he's being Adrian, so there's that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not speaking as a DM. I'm just speaking of a person that's seeing the story and seeing the characters. Please get Arlen drunk some more.
Yes.
Oh, poor boy.
It's so fun to RP a drunk Arlen.
Yeah.
I will. No worries.
Oh.
No worries. just
You're like
perfect.
the
to burn his liver out. Oh,
Yeah.
boy, we're gonna just like his liver's just gonna dissolve.
yeah.
Just be completely gone.
Velda is like the evil big sister, you know, just like showing the
Hey,
younger brother
Arlen.
the tour, how to drink, how to do stuff.
It's accurate.
That is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arlen's gonna learn a lot.
He's
Not
gonna
from
grow.
books, but a lot.
Yeah.
Drunk knowledge is not real knowledge. I hope he learns that.
Ooh, I'm not sure if he's smart enough to know that.
Yeah.
He's a smart boy, but
He's a bit too
Yeah.
naive.
Yeah.
You said
He's a
the
cutie.
cloud- You said that the sky was blue because the gods painted it blue. I don't think that's right. Well, in my defense, I was drunk.
Yeah. Oh man. Really can't wait to see all this. This is amazing.
Play out. Yeah, I also
Yeah.
can't wait to see all of this play out. Because right now I know how they're gonna play out. That you guys can change it so drastically. I'll be like, oh god.
Yeah, and I really didn't expect Toftus to be the town we built before. It was like, what the?
It's not. Because like, okay, I just made a similar like. Okay, I'll just get this out there, out of character.
Mhm.
When you played that town building game, right?
Mhm.
That's something else.
Oh.
And what's happening now is a completely separate event. It's stuff. This is not the town that you guys are
Okay.
thinking about.
Yeah, Because if it
But
is,
I won't lie, it's somewhat related, but it's very small. It's a very small link.
okay,
I'm just saying, putting that out there so you don't misinterpret all of the
yeah.
things you'll get from Toftus.
Because if it is, then we have more problems to deal
Don't worry,
with.
that's like a high level area. You won't,
Yeah,
you won't see it in a long time.
it'll be werewolf infested, like terrible things happening upside down, like, oh man.
Yeah. Anyway, so
The Norse version of Stranger Things.
Yes.
Oh my
So
God.
accurate. Yeah, that is actually really accurate. I don't think I have put that video on, or did I ever recorded it? But for your knowledge, June. So sorry, it took me a while. For your knowledge, June, we did. When you and Dennis were not here, we did a session. It's basically just town building, and we go to town with it. It was fun, and
yeah, it was a very fucked up town, by the way.
yes, it's gonna be really fucked up.
There were child workers. There's a child revolution.
Yeah,
You guys do.
Hey, they were dire straits. So children had to work,
yeah,
and then children rioted.
You know, Geralt was involved, not in a way you think it was, but there's certainly a person named Geralt that is involved. So,
Children, yeah, Children of the Corn.
yeah,
Children of the Mine, actually.
Children of the Mine. Yes,
Yeah.
it was amazing. Yeah,
So
Sounds hella fun, honestly.
man,
man.
I can't. It's I'm not sure how it's gonna play in, but I just know it's gonna. So
It will. in the
have fun
future.
with that.
Yeah.
Yep. And the thing is, I'm at the crossroads right now to how I can take this campaign. Because like, there's two ways I can go with it. One is a very nuclear option, which
Oh,
like
man.
I won't say what. I'll just say it's a drastic change to the entire setting of the campaign. While the other, it's more gradual progression.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm here just thinking. I'll probably pick either depending on which makes more sense. The more it goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
we react to the world
Yeah.
as it unfolds.
And depending on how you guys react, the world will react. So yeah.
Mm.
That is also why I don't want to wait, to go back to Elfland, do research, and then come back. Because who knows? By the time we finish our research, maybe shit's already, all hell just break loose. And
yeah. Unfortunately, I'm imagining we go back to Elfland and we discover the flag of the Starks flying high.
Yeah. Well,
So
I don't think they'll be that far. Because they are still in planning stage. I mean, even mobilizing armies couldn't, happen in days.
Well, if you can snap your fingers and summon ghostly knights out of nowhere?
This ain't Infinity War. Sorry, wrong scene. No, but no. I mean, it doesn't happen so fast. Like, Valda's family just took over. Well, his brother just took over. Her brother just took over recently. And there are bound to be plentiful work to be done before he could, march out armies and such. So I wouldn't worry about that. I would worry about our hell, goddess of death situation. Because Cole is something that is happening from the start. So God knows how far he has marched with his plan. So that is what I'm worried about. Yeah.